What's up, everybody? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. So fun. I'm usually not on at this time because, I'm usually not home at this time. I'm usually working. So I thought I'd just jump in and play around today and can kind of interact with you guys a little bit. Let me jump in here and see who's in the chat right now. Smash the like button, please. I appreciate it so much. Let's see who is in here today. Here we go. So Jacob's up in here. Thank you so much for being here. Ray is in here. Akancha, how you doing? Thank you so much. Love from India. Well, love from the U.S. Like I said, smash that like button. I wanted to make a message out to Cisco. Cisco, I saw your message. I just couldn't get to it because it wasn't my stream. On the 17th when you said that you got one of the Ray Fisher shirts. So I just wanted to let you know and acknowledge, hey, I did see it. Man, kudos. Thank you so much. That all goes to the charity. I've sold so many of those shirts, and I still haven't gotten a lot of the pictures, the photos. Let me go over the people that I do have photos from. And if you don't see your face on here, in your jersey, then please send it to me on Twitter. I would greatly appreciate it. But I'm just going to go through the roster as I have them. So these are all great, awesome people. Even the people that have not sent their photos in, I appreciate it so much. You guys are amazing. Ray, he's already seen this stuff right here. Boom. He is aware. He's like, yo, he knows about the shirts. He knows what I'm doing, and that's really neat. But yeah, no, if you don't see your picture, that means I haven't received it from you. Please submit it in. These things are still available. Let's see, on the Teespring store, the link is in the description. And I do have other stuff as well that's available. That's not for charity. It's all, for profit, but whatever. But this one specifically is 100% for charity. And it also says it on the thumbnail right there on their website. So if you do not see your photo, and here it is. If you do not, and these are the other shirts, some of the other shirts that you can grab. But yeah, if you don't see your name or if you don't see your picture there, then hey, send it to me on Twitter. And I'll do my best to put it on because I want to put it in a collage. I want to, kind of tally of who I got at the end of the year, and then that over and just make something special for Ray and because he's still going through some stuff with the legal department and whatever. So I just want to let them know. Also, if I have opened some other things, people have asked me how to support the channel. This is another way. If you don't want a t-shirt, you can definitely jump on and help us out here on the Patreon. I opened up some new tiers just for per request. So thank you so much for my Patreons already. And like I said, if I get to 500 subscribers, I'm going to print and frame a couple of these bad boys here and send them out to you guys. So I'll do like a raffle or something in December. But yeah, so like, share, subscribe, all that. If you haven't done so already, please click on the those little links. See, I see a couple more. Ray's up in here. Steve Kassan, Andy R. Hey, how you doing? And let's see. Yep. Talking to Ray. You guys it's a great community that we have here. And yeah, so I guess the first thing I could say that happened is that, Wonder Woman 84 is going to be released on the 25th of next month. So, this thing is like, what, a year and a half overdue. So it's about time we actually finally get it. I haven't seen the new trailer. I didn't want to, but I was like, you know what? Why not? So I'm gonna load it up in here. Let me see. Stop sharing that screen. And I will share this one. And we can just kind of watch this one, share audio together. There it is in all of its glory. HBO Max, as you can see. Let me minimize me. Minimize me some more. Maximize speed. Let me open this up a little bit. Does that work? Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so I have shared audio. Oh, what's up, Double MJ? How you doing, Bat Dan? I see you have a question. Hang on one second. I want to watch this. I have not seen this yet. This would be the first time I'm reacting to this. So let's and you know, hey, if it gets copyright flagged or whatever, I don't care. I don't make any money off of YouTube anyway. So without further ado, here we go. They need to mow the grass.
This world is not yet ready for all that you will do. Your time will come, Diana. And
where'd she go?
Will be different.
That's a big satellite.
Citizens of the world.
You can get HBO Max on that.
Your life. Anything you want. Anything you dream of, you can have it. You look like you saw a ghost. Diana, look at you. It's like not one day has passed.
I don't want to be like anyone. I want to be an apex.
Okay, so far we haven't seen anything new. Except for that.
You've always had everything, while people like me have had nothing. Well, now it's my turn. Get used to it.
I like the music.
I've never been one for rules. The answer is always more. The way I fly, they will never find us.
I forgot to tell you.
What?
Radar.
Will they shoot at us?
Barbara, what did you do?
You know, I'm not so keen on this one. I figure you are, but
I like the pants.
you know what? I'm ready to go.
I think we can do better.
Parachute pants?
Yeah.
Does everybody parachute now?
Bum, bum, ba-dum. Okay. Cool. Stop that. Okay. Is that still going? Oh, it is. It's the other screen. Okay, so that's done. So yeah, what'd you guys think of that? I mean, I still want to see it. You know, I like the music. I thought the music was pretty dope. What do you guys think? Let's see. I'm gonna skip over your question, Bat Dan, just because of the trailer, but I'm gonna get back to it because there's only a couple comments. You just found out today that Mac. Oh wow, you didn't. Well, yeah. So, but actually, fun fact about him is that he was also Pedro was also cast in the Wonder Woman TV show. He played a different character, not Maxwell Lord, but he played a different character. So, but that one did not see the light of day. Let's see. Yeah, it looks badass. Yeah, I think it's pretty great, you know. So yeah, we're gonna get it this year. The most awesome thing that's going to happen is that if you already have HBO Max, you've already got this thing. It's no extra money for you, so that's already a win over Disney because Mulan sucked, and that was the cash grab that didn't really work out in their favor. So yeah, oh well. I think this is a better foot forward for DC, for HBO Max, all that. So yeah, it would be better if Steve wore a Zeeverfett fanny. Hell yeah, Steve needs to wear one, and also Steve needs to wear one. So you should get a Zeeverfett fanny pack, Mr. Kassan. So Let's see. I see that. Yes, I'm finally. We did kind of get another release date. I'm thinking May for Justice League, possibly. Not confirmed, but I think that's definitely a target month. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna see it in theaters. I'm definitely gonna see it in theaters. You know, that's kind of what I do for superhero films, budget, special effects films. I go to see that because I mean, I have a pretty big TV, but it's not the same as going and seeing on a big screen. Very similar to what happened with here. I'll just put this up. When we went over to Enosh's house last month, and we saw Empire Strikes Back on the big screen, and I saw it back in the '90s when they released it. But there's it's something about just being on the big screen where you notice a lot more, just because of the size of the photograph. Or the size of the moving picture that's in front of you. Like, I mean, we started counting snakes on Dagobah because I thought those maybe like 2 or 3. Turns out there was like 8 or 9 different shots. It's probably the same snake, but they just repositioned and or a couple different snakes, and they just repositioned and repurposed them. But yeah, and it's interesting because why are there snakes in Star Wars? Oh well, whatever. Let's see here. Oh, sorry. Yeah, what was the question? I brought it up and didn't read it. So are you more or less confident that we will get the Air cut, the Batfleck project, Snyder sequels after this week's event? I am still on par. I'm still on course. After talking to Citrone, Batfleck project, I'm more confident. The Justice League sequel, after hearing Zack sort of, I don't want to say double talk, but he was trying to say stuff without trying to say stuff, really sort of fumbling over his words to not kind of give that impression that it's a locked deal. It's in it's in and everything, because again, he has to wait for audience reception, general audience reception. They're looking for numbers. They want to see that putting it on HBO Max, and just the Snyderverse, is going to bring in money, because that's at the end of the day, yeah, they want to be creative, but they care about the money. It's a business, and this business wants the money, and that's it. So, I mean, are they going to do that? Are they going to get enough subscriptions? Get enough? I'm thinking that the way they're going to gauge the metrics is not just simply by, just subscriptions to the service, because there's so many other entities on the service. What they're going to look for is unique IP addresses that actually watch that content. So, when you get it, watch it on your phone, watch it on your iPad, watch it on your laptop, watch it on your TV, watch it on your PlayStation 5. Oh, it's still charging. Boom. I love this. I love this remote. That is such a sleek remote. So awesome. Very cool. And yes, Spider-Man is fun to play. It is a little bit different than the PS4 for Spider-Man. But yeah, no, they're looking for, watch it on your PlayStation, watch it on your Xbox, watch it on whatever, so that they can see that these unique IP addresses are logging in and watching. It's kind of like YouTube. If you really want to support somebody, you watch their video through, because the algorithm picks up, like, it says, oh, you've watched the whole video, therefore this person must be an interesting person to watch, or they must have good content or whatever, and that YouTube will say, okay, well, I recommend this other person. So I mean, even if you like I do for my folks and my kids, I'm like, hey, watch my show, put it in the background, go do the dishes, do something else, but please watch the video all the way through. That way it doesn't reflect bad. Because I mean, if you jump in and just kind of like tune out, that doesn't really help the channel. That doesn't really help the person that you're really trying to help. Yeah, you can do the Patreon thing, you can do the super chats or the whatever, but at the end of the day, to really help out the person that you want to help, whether it's Nerdy, Nicotina, Anthony, any of my other friends, that have great channels for great content. You watch their videos all the way through. Even if you've lost interest or you can't donate that kind of time because you have other things to do, it's always really good to just let it play. And we all appreciate everybody's watching. Let's see. Looks badass. Where would I stop? Here we go. I'm excited for the Wonder Woman 84 movie. A little worried about Jeff Johns' involvement. I don't know what they're going to do because Wonder Woman's already locked. The picture's locked. It's in the can. I don't think that they're really doing much to integrate. Same thing with, and I'll talk about this in a little bit with the Aquaman movie, how they did not have them talk underwater the way that Zack Snyder wanted them to, interact. They chose, well, we just talk in the water, and that's what Atlanteans can do for some reason. Which, I mean, it's sort of one of those suspensions of disbelief where you're like, yeah, you can talk during the water. But, Zach and his crew were like, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Let's come up with a creative way of doing that. And so they came up with some sort of dialect or dialogue or, language that you can speak in the water, maybe kind of like Dory from Nemo, when she was talking to the whale. Something like that. Let's see. Jacob says, I am just glad it's finally come out. Yeah, no, I agree. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ray Ray. Arkham Gaming. Are you going to see Wonder Woman 84? Yes, I am. I'm going to watch it on both. I think that Nicotine is like, we got to do a watch party. So I'm like, okay, I want to do a watch party, but I also want to see this thing in the big screen. I'd almost rather watch it on the big screen first and then do the watch party, because I'd rather see everything in its glory on the big screen first, and then watch it with my friends, because they're going to talk. We're not going to be quiet through the watch party, and also it's the same thing with Justice League. You want if you want that that narrative to continue, you want Patty to come back, or you want them to just make a Wonder Woman 3, because she had ideas, but now she's sort of changing them, course correcting. Again, because it was Zach, then it was Jeff, then now it's Zach again. So having to shift that around, she's probably got a couple ideas still up her sleeve. But if you want that to continue, yeah, you don't want to mash it all into one viewing, and then that's kind of it for that property, because then that's all they get, the one viewing. They don't get multiple viewings and people coming back and all that. I'm sure that it will do. In my opinion, I think it will do a lot better than Mulan. So let's see here. If Zack Snyder doesn't direct Jail Chapters 2, I'll be fine. Yeah, if he doesn't get a chance to do it, then that's great. At least he was able to come back and complete what he started, and that's pretty much all. I mean that's at the least, then that's good enough. But I mean, everybody's, and including myself, saying, hey, you're not going to invest $70 million on a farewell. Like, hey, here's all my money. Hopefully we can make it back. They're not going to do that. They're investing that $70 million in hopes that this is going to be a huge success and really push them into continuing with these different franchises. So I'm optimistic for that. I will be after Zach's Justice League. Ben going to be retired. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, once Zach kills his character off, then hey, that's it. And that's exactly what Zach was saying, is that this is his run. I think he said on Chris Wong's show, this is his run, and somebody else can come on and do a run after him or alongside him or whatever with other actors, other characters. Because it's just like, if you go into a comic store, you see different, versions of the same character, different runs at the same time, and that's fine. So it should also be fine in this medium as well. Let's see. Please don't watch the pirate. No, I'm not watching a pirated version. We're watching it on HBO Max because it's coming out on HBO Max. And if you already have, like I do, or if you already have HBO Max, I don't have to pay anything different. So I'm not watching it for free or watching it, whatever. And if we do the watch party, I don't think we're going to share that on the screen. You're just going to sort of get our reactions. We did that with a comedy show. I think we were watching Dave Chappelle, and it was just us laughing the whole time. I don't know, but we'll work out the logistics and see if it works. I see Ray. Yeah, you got to support these channels. No, and I I love that people, and myself, I do the same thing when I'm at work. I have my my earbud in, and I'm listening to the shows that are going on. I might not exactly watch them, but I do listen to them. And let's see. All right, Bat Dan. My theory is they did talk underwater in their language. We just heard the translated version. I mean, I just need to see a visual of what Zach had in mind for that. Okay, so yeah, you guys don't have HBO Max, but you might have Amazon Fire or access to Amazon Fire, because that was just released, and I think that's how they're going to push it out internationally. I could be wrong, but I think that's how they're going to do it. Let's see. Let's see. Arkham says, did you hear this rumor the New Gods is delayed? With Ava DuVernay? I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not really excited for her yet, for her run. I mean, just seeing her social media presence or whatever, and just kind of seeing, what was it, the Wrinkle in Time. I mean, I don't know. I just don't think that she's there yet. Kind of like the same thing with Kathy Yen. I didn't think she's there yet. Don't give them these tentpole movies. Let them do smaller movies and work up to something huge. HBO Go, yeah. I mean, if that's available over there, then that could be an option. But let's see. What did I have? I had something. Oh, her, and yeah, that was awesome. They released a poster of the Wonder Woman thing. I didn't load that. I mean, this is the closest I have to. It's really close. But yeah, so I didn't do that. Let me see. But again, yes, if you have not sent me these pics here, please do so. I completely appreciate everybody that has done this so far. And when we did our live stream a couple days ago, we got 13 more people that acquired these things. So as soon as you get your shirt, if you are one of the people that did order that, because I can't see the names. So if you are one of the persons that ordered a shirt, please send me a photo of yourself. I'll add it to the rest, and I'm just going to make like a collage and just a little appreciation video and send that over to Ray. So he will see all of his fans in his jersey number. So that'd be cool. So let's go ahead and get into the meat, if you will. Let me go ahead and share screen with Zack Snyder's thing. Let's see, share. Boop. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, I thought it was a great trailer to start off with. I love the black and white version. I also love the colored version as well. They're both great. Let's go ahead and play it. I started it off a little bit ahead, when he starts talking about the trailer, because we've already watched it. I do have it, on here just in case, the colored version, but I just want to go ahead and start with his dialogue. So. Let's see. Got a couple more comments in here, and then I'll go ahead and get started. Let's see. No, that was not Mad Max's dad. That was somebody else's dad, actually. But you can guess who. Did you? I don't not like you. Yeah. I hope that's not in the film. Something's definitely. I hope that's definitely not in the film. That can't be a dialogue that's used. Akbar says, like some other movies that start a conversation in foreign language, using English afterwards. I'd be cool with them even using like a made up language, kind of like Huttese, and then just putting captions for people to read. I mean, I'd be cool with that, but I mean, there's a lot of dialogue in the movie, so that's a lot of reading for some folk. Let's see, well, you don't like the black and white version, that's fine. But the cool thing about the black and white version is that when you watch it, your eyes kind of shift and you see things that you didn't see in the color version because of probably the saturating, well, not really desaturated colors, but because of the coloring, that it draws your attention in different places. So watching it in both monochrome as well as chromatic or RGB or CMYK. Yeah, I mean, you pick up other things. Your eye kind of fixates on different things. So yeah, I mean, I like them both, and both are probably going to be available. What's up? What's up, Truth? What can be better? Releasing this movie years ago, get the flux capacitor, go back in time, and get us back on track, and all of these movies can, can connect. Yes, that would be better. But we're working with what we got right now, and what we're getting is better than what we were going to get in the first place. So even if we did take that time machine back into 2016, 2017, actually 2017, or actually 16, no, and changed a couple things or whatever, and allowed Zack to make his movie, it'd still be like maybe a 2 or 3 hour or 3 hour or 3.5 hour movie, not a 4 hour movie like they're talking about with 4 minutes of additional footage. So it wouldn't be that. And I think we just through the time, I think we're actually benefiting from this. Let's see. Are you mad that a lot of movies are going to be pushed back? The only one I'm really mad about, not mad, but like kind of disgruntled, is the Shazam sequel, because the kids are getting older. I think that they need to just get new kids and maybe deep fake them, with the other kids' faces. With the kids now, just take 3D images of them and recreate it with other kids, and maybe record dialogue. I don't know. I don't know how far along they are in the process, but I mean, I just think the longer that they wait with the Shazam films, if the harder it's going to be for us to sit there and say, okay, this isn't really a kid's movie anymore because these kids are adults now, or young adults. So that's the only one that I'm not really happy with, because I mean, all these other movies, the actors can get older. That's fine. But yeah, no. So and don't forget, guys, smash that like button if you haven't done so already, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Fury Road has a special edition Blu-ray with black and chrome version. Something can apply for a Zack Snyder home release. I think they'll have probably both versions available, but also both versions will definitely more than likely be available for like a physical copy. The physical copy will have both, or they could release them separately and try to maximize their profits. But that more than likely be like a George Lucas bleeding his fandom and trying to go back to that well. But I mean, hey, if they're going to put the time and effort and love and care into it, then they deserve to get financially rewarded for that. Sorry, my throat's getting dry. Okay, so let me jump here real quick. Batman has another question, and then I'll hit the truth, and then we'll go ahead and start Zach's video. Let's see. My guess is James Wan and Jason Momoa rather have Aquaman 2 and the Snyderverse connected to Justice League, so they could retcon the language thing. That'd be a lot, though, man. That'd be a lot of extra work on a movie that's already been released and just already has good reception and all that. I don't think that they're going to go back. It'd be awesome if they did, but if they did go back, it would take a little while, I would think, for them to hire a staff to go back and work on that. I don't think that's feasible unless it's something that they do years later to try to connect and say, what, Aquaman 2 can connect. We have a plan for going back and modifying Aquaman 1, but I mean, you can't change the look of Volko, back to the long-haired Zack Snyder, with a hair down version or whatever. You can't go back and try to do that. The only thing you can do, like even with Wonder Woman, the only thing you can do is desaturate the movie. I mean, maybe there's other alternate takes that they could go back and maybe fix or redo, but I mean, it just depends. I can't say definitively that they're going to do that or definitively that they're not, but just my own deduction, I don't think that they're going to allocate the time, even though they did make $1 billion on it. I don't think they're going to go back and do that for Zack. I think their best case scenario going forward is just stay on course, and you can have things interweave and connect, and they can play around with it, just like they're changing the Flash outfit. That's with Zack Snyder on board, mind you. Let's see. True says, what can be better is Gal Gadot knocking on my door and asking to spend the night. And then her husband comes as well, and her child, and they say, no, Truth, that's not going to happen. Let's see. Let me jump on here. How you doing, Dylan? Glad you're here. What's up, James? Zack seems to be busy with his Zombieverse and his Horse Latitude. Well, with the Zombieverse, and yes, he's got Jay Oliva working on the animated version. But what he's doing with that is he's got an awesome setup, way better than any of us have, and he's jumping back and forth, working on those simultaneous. Like if he gets burnt out on Justice League, he can just close that file, open up the Army of the Dead, and just start working on that. I mean, I'm sure that this guy has a lot of different things because I mean, if you focus on one thing, you're going to get burnt out on it. You need to have fresh eyes. You need to take a break from it. You need to let your mind settle and go on to other things, and then come back to it. Sort of refresh, reinvigorated. That's always the best thing to handle, or how to handle any sort of art, is to just take a break and cool out, and maybe look at something else. Let's see. I wonder how he's going to do the second and third film. It just depends. Again, it's a waiting game. They have to wait to see how this one does. How this one is going to get received by the audience. What? It was just a question. I'm confused. I didn't say anything disrespectful. What do you mean? Hold on. Let me go back. You didn't say anything disrespectful. No. With the New Gods thing, I'm not excited for it. I'm personally not excited for it. I'm not really into Ava, but hopefully she can change my mind. But I mean, it was kind of the same thing with the Batman movie for next year. I mean, I wasn't really excited for it, but I am actually excited to see it now. I still don't care about the Batmobile, because it doesn't look like a Batmobile to me. It looks like a Fast and Furious car, just standard muscle car. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe Volko banded his hair. But see, the thing is that Volko banded his hair, but he also banded his hair back when he was training the younger version of Arthur. So I mean, that was kind of his look, Defoe's look. Anything can happen, I mean, I'm not saying that's definitive or anything, and I'm saying, and like Batman was saying, they can change the hairstyles. That's fine. But I mean, if you watch, the Aquaman movie, he has the bun hairstyle in the past, and he has the bun hairstyle in the present. And then in Zack's Justice League, he has his hair is down and disheveled and all that. I mean, it's kind of like, okay, think about this. It's kind of like, and it's not that distracting, but it's kind of like ScarJo in all of the Avengers movies. She either has curly red hair, straight red hair, the blonde hair, short, long, whatever. They every movie was always different, which is a little bit more understandable because women tend to change their hairstyles a lot, where obviously men really don't do it that much. They do change their hairstyles, but not that's not common practice. It's more common for a woman to go through different changes of hairstyle, because they play with the hair more, as far as like curling it or straightening it, flattening it, coloring it, different things like that. So let's see. Okay, and I was already on that one. Let's see. No, and I already covered that one. Sorry, I'm hitting up the same ones. I'm just looking at these other here. Aquaman, yeah, and they could sort of veer it back to the more serious tone. Of course, Aquaman wasn't that playful, not as playful as I'm thinking that Wonder Woman 84 is. Because it's taking place in the 80s and everybody has crazy hairstyles and it was a lighter tone because of Jeff Johns. He was like, I want to take Wonder Woman in this direction. Patty Jenkins had to follow suit. So, we'll see. We'll see. Some people said, hey, she shot kind of like, Zack Snyder, where she shot her scene and then she shot the exact same scene the way that Jeff wanted her to shoot it. So it could be that, some of the stuff or some of the reasons why it was pushed back is because they were going back and re-editing this thing. But the picture's locked. It's completed now and it's ready to go for next month. And I am definitely enthused about seeing that. And what's up, Joker? How are you? If Arthur's nightmare sequence, be the one that's supposed to take place in BBS, the official footage I posted are valid concerning jail, Flashpoint, and Aquaman 2. I mean, the only nightmare sequence I'm aware of is one where he fights Wonder Woman. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to, I'm not. I again, as well for me. I guess I have to preface or clear this up for everybody as well. You're not saying anything about me, but I'm not personally a scooper. I don't play the scooper game. Like, you could tell me something, I'll be like, oh, that's great, and that's kind of it. That's where it goes. I don't do what these other guys do. I respect what they do, and it's fun to hear from them these different things, because I mean, it kind of I like speculation. That's my little area right there, because I like kind of plotting out where I think things could go, on a what I consider to be a plausible level. Let's see. Anyway, with the black and white version and the color version, I feel like color version is a little better because we're so used to watching something in color than black and white. Do you agree? We have been okay. There was that one movie. There's a lot more movies than the one, but that one Frank Miller movie with Bruce Willis, Sin City, and that was black and white. And I think they may have highlighted red or used red as an accent color. But I mean, we are conditioned to watch things in color. But again, I think it's going to give you a different experience. And we're getting 4 hours, so it's going to give you a different experience to go back and sort of watch the black and white and kind of pick up on different things, and it also, the black and white is going to really help with the aesthetic, the way that the color looks, because in black and white you can really see a lot of imperfections and problems, and they don't really do that. Same thing with like the Wonder Woman film. They didn't render that in black and white and find all the errors and issues and try to fix that for the colored version. So I think this one, because we're getting the black and white monochromatic version, I think this allowed them to. I mean, look at Darkseid on here. I mean, look at the eyes. Look at it looks great. I think that looks fantastic, and it's black and white. But anyway, let's see. See that. In general, I think Aquaman 2 would go very dark. I mean, I don't think that they're going to do a 180, and because simple fact, the first movie made $1 billion. They're not going to be like, you know what? Let's change the formula so much to the point where we're going to guarantee that we don't make that $1 billion. They don't take those risks. Warner Brothers is not that kind of a company. They're just not. Okay, so let me go ahead and start Zach. And I did share audio, so you should have that. Let me play this.
2 years or whatever in black and white. And actually, it was a black and white that I had to sort of create myself, so it wasn't as rich as this. And I look forward to following the entire movie professionally in a really rich and beautiful monochrome, and being able to do all the little tricks, printing tricks.
That was something because
I feel like as we develop this, even
Warner Brothers or actually the Warner Media logo got taken away because Warner Brothers
so this
sort
shot
of absorbed that.
Shot of
I mean, it's fine.
is
It's fine. It's
you know,
still coming out. And
question
that's
that I saw about Darkseid.
whatever logo they choose, I'm
um,
cool with because no one's going to stop
that
this thing.
in the theatrical cut, apparently Darkseid is replaced with Steppenwolf in this early sequence. Now,
Right.
that must have been a
Steppen
that's
was put in place.
Was a redo, because when I was involved with the movie, it was always
And they did that because they wanted
exists
to
here.
take
So
Darkseid out.
there-
They were
it's
afraid
probably
that,
not
you know,
difficult,
if you saw
and we've done
Darkseid
it many
here,
times, to
you're going to want
use the
more.
motion capture.
And so they were
the
like,
actors
screw
were
that,
able
we're
to
going to button
do
this
on
thing
set.
up
I believe in this case, that
and
was
just
Richard
give you
Trump,
Steppen Neeson
who
throughout the
was
whole thing.
Darkseid.
He'll
Rich
mention
also
Darkseid because there has to be
been,
some sort of connective tissue.
double for a lot of
but
the Batman stuff.
There's no semblance of Darkseid.
The crazy fighting. And Rich has been in every one of my movies, that including Guardians of Gaul, where he did some little bit of motion capture for that.
Thanos looked best in the last two movies, but the movies prior, he looked like shit.
There's a few lifers, and Damon Caro. There's a that I would say have made it. In some way.
We don't know what Darkseid's paradigm is. The best villains are the ones that feel like they're doing the right thing, and it could be that Darkseid, because we haven't heard the dialogue
Rich
yet
on set.
So
Green screen.
We don't know. I mean, we even had Ray Porter on this week.
Stick, and he dug the earth up because he felt like the anti-life equation was here.
And ladies and gentlemen, I have a
reveal
fantastic fan. We have who is cast
movie
for Green Lantern in backstage. I'm going to bring him up.
You see it in a physical form.
What's up, man?
What's up?
Yo, that looks fire right there, man.
What, the shirt?
Yeah, dude, I love it. I love Green Lantern, man.
Yeah, he is fire. I slept super late today. This is my sleep late day. And I woke up and I was like, oh shit, he rescheduled it.
No. I gotta make sure you can make it.
What's good, man?
Oh man, it's all. Did you watch the Wonder Woman trailer?
No, there's a trailer.
Yeah, I just watched it. Yeah, I just watched it. Sort of gave my commentary about it, as well. I mean, it had a couple new scenes in there, a couple new shots.
Oh, so it's basically a HBO Max trailer for them releasing it on.
Yes, it had HBO Max down there at the bottom right, and they're just sort of showing you, hey, it's coming out on December, on the 25th. So they're releasing it in theaters as well as on that platform. And yeah, so I mean, woohoo! What's up, Twitch? How's it going, Kalua? Glad you could be here. Lord Blaze is up in here. Anti-life equation, yes. And I didn't understand. I did not know that like Darkseid hitting the ground and creating that, I guess, design was actually an equation. I didn't know that. I was like, dude,
I didn't either.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I was like that. I like that. I like that a lot. But let's see. What is your thoughts on the look of or on Steppenwolf look? A lot of people don't like the face. They think it's squashed. I like it because it's different.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to look like Liam Neeson. I think it can. I think you can look like like himself. He can do his own thing. I think that's awesome. Like Darkseid here. He doesn't look horrible. He looks great. I love the eyes. I mean, look at. I mean, you guys brought him up. Look at Thanos. He's got a a scrotum, as a chin. I mean, I think that looks silly. I mean, I really do like what's his face that played him. He was in Goonies.
Shit, what's his name, man? Fire takes.
Yeah. I forget his name.
Josh Brolin.
Yeah. I liked his dad too. His dad was pretty cool. But yeah, no, Brolin did a great job with him in the movies that he played that role. Yeah, so I dug it. But I thought he looked silly. I didn't think he looked fantastic. Darkseid looks interesting. And so does the new design for Steppenwolf. I think that one is killer. I think it's dangerous looking and yeah, I mean, I like it a lot. So yeah, what's good, Anthony?
What's up, Dylan?
The way we know Snyder, no way Darkseid is such a weak person like Thanos. Zod is way more convincing. I love Zod. I thought Zod was a great villain. I thought he was a fantastic villain. I think he's one of the best villains that we've had.
Yeah,
Brolin. Thank you so much. He looks alien, and that's what he should look, as an alien. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Thanos is Balchinian. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's the comment of the day so far. He's Balchinian. What's up, Master Blaster? How you doing this morning? Thank you for being here. Call your brother, wake his ass up, because I know he's off today. And the Omega Effect has a very tight connection with the reason I chose the Paradise Island. Oh, okay. Interesting. Did you hear in the Snyder cut? I don't know if it's true, but apparently Darkseid and Steppenwolf are going to go against Doomsday. Is this true? Doomsday, I'm hoping. Yeah, and I don't think he'll go up against him, but I'm hoping that Doomsday is locked down on Apocalypse, kind of like a guard dog. You know, he's chained up, and that would be dope. Yeah. So I would love to see like the like, you know, you had the monster, you know, and yes, Zach did refer to him as Doomsday, but he also referred to, you know, he also said that he wasn't the real Doomsday, you know. And he also mentioned in his Man of Steel movie that the creature that broke the moon in the background was Doomsday. So we do know that in his universe, there's another being out there that is Doomsday. So I'm hoping that creature has those like horns that sort of I want him to look different.
He almost got there in BVS. I thought they were going to go full.
Oh man, I'm glad they didn't. Glad they didn't, because Doomsday should not have come from Zod. I always thought that it would have been better had they just sort of made him, because he was kind of a zombie. They should have just made him a version of Bizarro, you know, and that would be great enough for
the fight.
The fight. I mean, he just an enhanced Bizarro. But yeah, no, that's kind of it. Yes, Michael Shannon is underrated.
Yo, and Doomsday probably. I mean, the one that Zach was referring to that destroyed that moon probably still exists, because you can't kill that dude. So
yeah.
So he's probably in some cave in the universe, just fucking locked up and frozen or whatever. But yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a
sure.
No, it wasn't a scene, Dylan. It's in Zach's Man of Steel watch party when it shows like when Krypton's about to break in half and explode. There's a moon in the background that's destroyed,
it's shattered,
and he says Doomsday destroyed that moon. So
and there's no way that Zod could have came back to Krypton, destroyed the moon after he became the monster, and then teleported back, because time. Let's see, Doomsday. No. Double MJ says Zack Snyder, Steppenwolf, and Darkseid look fine. I think they look great. I'll take this over penis face Thanos any day. Yes, scrotum head, or what was it? Great comment. Ballsack, Balchinian. Balchinian. He's Balchinian. That's almost a thing. Only Easter eggs when the scene is at the bull-like creature. Yes, it's just an Easter egg, but it's something that Zach already thought about, and that was awesome. So I'm going to continue the video with Zach. I have a couple things to share.
In his conquests of Earth, I got a question here about how strong Uxas is, young Darkseid compared to, let's say, like Zod. But I think that,
Got the day
young
off.
Uxas is super powerful compared to
That's why I'm
the rest
here.
of the, the only thing that,
What'd it
really stand up against him is the old gods. And here you'll see him fighting
He said, "What are you doing, low sword?"
the defenders of Earth as they are seen. And
That's
the
how we
old
refer
king
to
of
each other.
Atlantis.
Love.
Hey, yo, gosh, man, not everybody streams till like 4 a.m.
Yeah, I know, right?
Next shot is.
I think he may have gone on with
Death of
Nerdy and
Superman
on a stream last
at the
night.
hand
Nerdy's dead to the world.
crazy
Yeah.
monster that we
I
let
messaged him this morning. He's like, "Yo, no reply."
Lex was crazy to let him loose, but Doomsday is,
See, that he referred to him as
just about
Doomsday,
as
but
scary
all
as
this was
monster
because
as we
it was
could come up with,
the
other
studio
than
wanted him to bring
the
in
next
Doomsday.
one that we come up against.
And I thought it was a horrible
Princess
idea for
and
them to
Steppenwolf
even
are
show
pretty
Doomsday
much
in the trailer.
comparable, I think.
I was
Oh,
like,
yes.
dude,
That's the worst.
that
that's the
should have
worst-
been a surprise.
Although
That is the worst trailer from that movie.
Yeah.
I like the trailers all for the most part, but that
Yeah.
one was the worst one.
Yeah,
And
and
started
when I
off-
saw it, I was like, "Oh, Doomsday!" And then I was like, "Well, damn, you just
Yeah.
freaking
And
ruined it."
that was before I was doing trailer reactions. So I think my wife recorded me on her cell
Yeah,
phone.
I did a reaction myself.
Yeah, and I was
not
watching
in
it
front of the
because it was
camera.
on Kimmel or something. Was it Jimmy Kimmel? When he premiered it, Ben Affleck came out of the audience. He was like, "Yo," and he's like, "Hey, I brought a trailer," and he showed that shit. And it was like, it started off fine at the gala at Lex's place, and and he's like, "You must not, you must be new here," because he didn't know
Yeah.
who Bruce Wayne. It was started off fire. And then at the end, I was like, "Oh shit! Oh!" I was like, "Wait a minute, man! They
Shaving ball.
should have saved it." Yeah, look, shaving ball.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Somebody woke him up.
Oh, nicotine.
Yeah. Well, he has the link, so if he wants to jump in, he can.
Still be in bed. Be like,
Yeah, he's
put a
probably
shirt
in
on. Put a shirt
bed.
on, Andre. Put a shirt on.
He's got no shirt on. But yeah, so here's what you want to do if you're a Balchinian.
I want to shave my.
I get $1 every time I play that. So I'm gonna play it 100 times. So just so everyone knows.
Do we get no Joker? We're not getting baby Steppenwolf.
Am I late? You're not late. We just started it. You're right
like
on time.
6 hours ago.
Yeah. Let's see. MX Braza, what's up, man? How you doing this morning? I'm glad that you're here.
Yes.
Le Capitacion, Doomsday and Wonder Woman reveal in the trailer. Promo should have been kept a secret. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I completely agree, man. If they, that's the thing, man, is that like I wasn't so much paying attention to, streamers and all that kind of, trying to get behind the scenes information. I was just watching trailers as they were coming out. I was like, oh man,
Yeah.
I'm getting hyped and getting excited. And you don't reveal something like that, man. You let people experience it and like lose their mind in the theater.
Yeah.
But they were like, oh man, it's kind of like American Pie. They just ejaculated early. So let's see, MX Bar.
How's the pale ale Stifler?
Late afternoon. Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. Oh man. So hey guys, just joined. What I miss? Not much. We just got here. You did miss the Wonder Woman 84 trailer that they just released. That I watched, on here. So that was there.
I'll watch it after because I don't
You better
want
watch
to hit
our
you.
reaction. But yeah, no. So I mean, it was fire. It was cool. I'm still super psyched for it. I definitely want to see it. I really like Wonder Woman, and I want to see more of it. Let's see. What was
Hey,
that?
yo, that I just caught a glimpse of that thing you made for me.
Yes.
We're putting it out. I'm waiting. She messaged me this morning while I was still sleeping. She's like, "Yo, could we share that?" And then I just messaged back like, "Yeah, we can, but when do you want to share it?" So
Yeah,
I'm waiting to
you
see.
gotta do it either like 8:00 in the morning or 5:00 in the afternoon. I think like those are sort of like the two rounds.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's what I've been doing. Gonna see Wonder Woman 16
in December.
No. Are you talking about 1916? You talking
We
about
already
the
saw that
first
one.
movie? Yeah, we already saw that one.
I guess he's talking about the middle of next month, the 16th
Yeah,
December.
well, that's awesome if you can do that. That's awesome. Smash that like button if you guys have done so already.
Yes.
And also, let's see, if you guys have not shared your jerseys, like this guy here. Look at this guy. He's amazing. Me. No. This guy right here, wearing the jersey, looking a beast. Love it. And we also have other shirts on there as well. If you're a shirt wearer.
Hey, I got 2 of those. I got 3 of those actually.
Yeah. All these shirts are definitely as you would say, fire.
Yeah, fire.
So but I appreciate it, and I have them both on my my Teespring as well as my my TeePublic. But look at this guy wearing the Cyborg Superman shirt. Look at that thing; it's huge. It's so awesome. It's so
dude, I
iconic.
like it. I like the way it looks, man. I do like it. It's fire.
Oh man, that's the I'm gonna get one for myself too, man. It's freaking awesome. I love it. But yeah, let me get back to this. Let's see. DC World headed in the right direction for parallel streaming and cinema halls releases. I hope so. I mean, like Zach has stated, and and I've been saying this for a while. IMAX liked, release the Snyder cut. And you're only going to do that if you're a partner. And he wants, and this is shot specifically for an IMAX experience. So this thing is going to be either a Fathom event or it's going to be a limited release, but it's going to see the light of day in theaters. And what's up, Nerdy? Glad to have you awake.
He said it's all right. Wake up!
Yeah. he's got like a caffeine hangover from being on so many late streams last night. Let's see.
For those of you guys who are just now joining, yes, I am playing Green Lantern in Zack Snyder's Justice League. Yo.
Hell yeah. Confirmed already. We just wanted to get it out of the way. Let me continue. And Dawson has the link if he wants to join as well. Let's see. Here we go.
I mean, that some are more than others, but specifically for Superman, this moment is really iconic to me.
Yeah.
And you'll see how it influences the sort of what happens in this movie. But that's a little bit of a reveal.
Mm.
Let's see, we got.
So that's the beginning of Zack Snyder's Justice League.
This shot.
This is a nightmare sequence with Joker somehow.
Is a chock-a-block of all sorts of questions. And the one thing you can see is the Thomas Wayne portrait that I have. I have here at the house. And a bunch of the other cool things I see. You guys have, I'm sure, scrubbed through this and seen a lot of things. I don't want to give too much away with this shot because there's a lot of sort of cryptic messages in it, and I don't want to explain too much of it because of the fun of having to go through this shot and kind of try and put together the pieces of the puzzle. But suffice it to say, a lot of the pieces are in this shot to what's planned. You can see the armada of our apocalypse as well as the apocalyptic tech and some.
So in this shot here, you see the shield, and you see the trident, and you see the, like he said, the Wayne, Thomas Wayne, and then of course the Joker card right there.
Yeah, which he does say is the same card from.
I was actually. I don't want to say shocked, but I was like, wow, this card gets around. So now would be a good time to kind of show this off. I threw this up in the thumbnail, but he was, he had mentioned in someone else's interview, he's been on so many. I don't know if it was Grace or Chris or Dave or, what are they called?
The real emotion?
No. The ladies, they had them on.
Oh, League of Mayhem. Yeah.
League of Mayhem. Okay, sorry, man. I just drew a blank. I don't know whose it was on, but they were talking about how this guy right here looks, was sort of
Road weary.
video game kind of.
Oh, that was on Grace's. Yeah, that was on Grace's.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, hey, here's a dystopian Joker. And this could be a very similar, look for him, just something, something Mad Max-ish.
Hair probably a bit longer just because Jared Leto never cut his hair, but yeah, that I wouldn't be surprised if it looked like that.
Yeah, just something very, like he's got stuff strapped on him. Batman looks like, he's got a trench coat, so I mean, of course Joker is going to,
he has hella knives just all over.
Oh yeah. He's gonna look more tactical. I think better than the way that they put him in like Suicide Squad. So yeah, so I just kind of threw this together real quick, just sort of, kind of give an illustration of, this is a Joker that has been in a different kind of dystopian future. Yeah. This is from a video game. This is from the DC Universe game. And they did have this sort of, if you look in the background, destroyed buildings and things like that. It was a different narrative. But it was just really it's a fun game. But yeah, I mean, I was like, dude, so many people were like, oh, he looks, like he does in a video game, where they kept bringing up like the Arkham games and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, dude, there's another one out there where he's got, a vest and strap, he's got a gun strapped to his thigh and goggles on his head and all that. And I was like, dude, you've got one right there.
I'm sure that's when Grace said that. She's the one that said that to Zach, said he looked very video game. That's probably she probably meant that one that you just showed. Yeah, I'm sure.
Do you think this scene happens before or after the BVS nightmare scene? Which scene? That you're talking about?
The scene with the Joker. The scene with the Joker. Do you think that scene with the Joker happens before or after the BVS? I mean, it have to be before. I mean, shit, man.
It does, I don't know. Because it could be before or after. It could be that the Joker dies. There's his card, and Batman picks up the Joker's card, puts it on his gun.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and that, but also, do what?
I said you heard it here first.
Batman died. He died in the BVS nightmare scene, but he's there because Zach mentioned in the Grace interview also that Ben was back in the. Ben was back in the suit, so
yeah.
So obviously, I guess those two are going to be on screen at the same time.
4 minutes, roughly.
Hopefully.
Yeah. No. He shot everything for his Green Lantern
beforehand,
prior to this footage. There was no Green Lantern on set for the additional footage, so Green Lantern stuff is already done. It's finished. That's
you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
You heard it here first. Well, no, I'm sure they would have said it, but
yeah.
There is. You heard it here, and you've heard it before. There's no Ryan Reynolds did not go and shoot additional footage to add his Green Lantern part in the movie. That's just not. It's just not there. So someone else is playing Green Lantern, whether it's alien or human.
Yeah.
And
A.K. Edis was good.
Yeah. Let's see. So response. Let's see that scene in your screen.
Oh, that's after, I think.
Oh.
The scene that you're talking about right here, like at the beginning of the trailer.
Yeah.
If the card is off the weapon that Batman was holding.
What up? You're not late. You're just on time.
Yeah. No. If I don't know. That's just my opinion. If that card is the same card that Batman had on his weapon in BVS and it's floating in the air, then he's dead.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I agree here, Lord. So this one here, I have a theory that I've always put out there for the tattoos, which I think is really cool. I'm hoping that they do it, but I doubt they will but I'm hoping that his skin, because it's altered, cannot handle or hold pigment. So I hope that he goes and has to always get re-tatted, and that's just kind of, and it's different every time because he likes the paint. Yeah. So I think that's something that he could definitely work with. But I think he won't have metal teeth. No, I think he will have metal teeth. I think that he and David Ayer kind of collabed on that, as far as like, what, because he knew that the Joker had killed Dick Grayson. So I'm sure that, like Zach was like, yeah, well, he probably bust out his teeth, whatever. And Dave was like, okay, yeah, that's good. I'll do that. So you're the boss.
Yeah.
Another fire that takes place from these two. I mean, yeah, thank you. Mainly for me, but yeah, I'm joking. So this stream, Anthony is my Dawson. He's drawing something.
Hey, man.
Speaking about Ryan Reynolds, 6 Underground was amazing. I haven't seen it. I wouldn't mind
It was pretty good.
Michael Bay Green Lantern Corps movie. Just explosions. Explosions and that's kind of it. I don't know. I mean, I was never really. I mean, okay. So regimented today, or not today. I'm sorry. For the past month, this month, I have been listening to the Transformers the movie soundtrack. Every morning just to kind of get me pumped, and it's by that Lion from the 80s, and it's cheesy, but it's awesome, and just. Yes.
No, it's fire, is what it is.
It is.
The movie soundtrack.
Yes. I've been listening to it, just blaring it in the car, just I was like, yes, like let's go.
I can when I saw it, when I saw that shit, fuck, dude. It was so perfectly. That's the best animated film based off of previous content ever made.
I mean, that movie right there is probably where Zack Snyder got a lot of inspiration as a kid, because they killed damn near the whole cast.
Yeah.
It was just like he was like, oh, you do that.
Yeah, dude, it's so good. Oh man, it's so good.
It's so great. Yeah. Let's see. I think Zach would give us 2 versions of Joker: pre-Robin's death and Nightmare Joker. Like a flashback seemed to be cool. Like a flash forward and a flashback. Hell yeah, dude, that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
that would be so kill. I'd love that. Let's see. Nehemiah says, I would rather for Oliver Queen to be Green Arrow by the Nightmare Timeline. I can't. I'm sorry, but like just like Hawkeye, dude, I can't see this dude being valuable to the team. It's just like it's like
my
quiver is out of arrows. What do? I don't know. Chop his arm off. Just like in
the Dark Knight Returns.
The Dark Knight Returns, yeah. Like, I don't know. I mean, Oliver Queen is such a weak character for me. I think it's cool that he can do it in his city, but when you put him in the Justice League, it's kind of like Hawkeye. When you put him with the Avengers, it's just kind of like he should be getting them coffee.
I like Green Arrow, but I do get what you're saying though. He doesn't have any powers, and once the quill is out,
I mean,
once the quill
even
is
if
out,
they did like a movie where they paired him up, can you turn it on? If they pair him up with what's his name, Green Lantern, and they do it kind of like the comics, that'd be cool. Yeah. So I'm definitely
and if there's going to be a certain say for instance there's going to be an action sequence where they like loaded with DC heroes fighting against, then I could see him popping in to do his piece. But if it's the Justice League versus like Darkseid, dude, there's a reason why he's not in the Justice League War, or like when you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, he could definitely sort of lend a hand with like small missions, you know what I mean? Something that's like, oh hey, I need you to go steal this thing from this warehouse. And he's like, I can do that. Do I need my quiver?
Like
no.
Where they send him and Canary.
Not needed.
And Injustice 2, that's pretty much what they send him on a little mission with Canary.
Yeah. Take Canary with you.
Back up. Hey, look, I've always thought that Charlie Hunnam would be a fire Green Arrow at some point, but Not in a movie like that. He has the look. He does. But
let's see. It's Gordon. Dude, he's old. I mean, J. Jonah Jameson. What's his name?
oh shit.
What is his name?
Damn it.
Well, anyway, the guy that played J. Jonah Jameson who's also playing, Gordon. He's old. I don't think he could make it. I mean, he's definitely not spry. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna see him in the nightmare sequence unless he's like in a wheelchair or something.
Yeah, especially if that's supposed to be Gotham behind him right there. Shit, no, dude. That's...
yeah. No, J.K. Simmons.
Yes, there we go,
Thank you.
Batman.
I was like J. Jonah Jameson. I was like, I wasn't thinking J.K. I was like JJ. I was like,
Oh yeah, Charlie Hunnam did say he doesn't have any interest in playing Green Arrow.
Yeah,
he said that like years ago. Like as soon as his name started coming out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess that clears it up right there.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to this real quick.
It's floating through that's the same card that was taped
on the gun.
Batman's gun in BVS in the nightmare sequence. You can see the Omega symbol out there and give you some idea about.
And that's interesting because I thought it was funny how like in the nightmare sequence there was that 18-wheeler or not the 18-wheeler the bus that was on there. I was like, and it was coming from sort of the circular part of the. I was like, where was it coming from? Because there's not really anywhere you can go in there. It's kind of like a dead end. Kind of like the Omega symbol is kind of like a cul-de-sac. Like a dead end. Like, wrong turn around.
What's always funny to me about watching Zach talk about his stuff is he seems to not be able to remember shit from his movies. He'd be like, "That's
yeah.
It's like,
we get it. You're making it up as you go, buddy."
The location of the actual hidden shrine of the Amazons.
Lex Luthor is doing in this nightmare field. I don't know.
And this is her sort of confronting.
Yeah, this is the same thing that we saw in Justice League, where the arrow was shot by Hippolyta, and she's actually there. She actually went to the structure, and instead of just kind of seeing it on TV,
you can see the
listen.
Sort of, she's at this sort of Greek ruins. I really like the shot too because of this kind of wide, low angle with this sort of cool.
He might have already said it. He says something. There's something on the arrow
the question I have here, and that is, did Ares kill the old gods explained in Wonder Woman? I think that's consistent with the mythology that all of this would have taken place before that. That whole fight with Ixis would have taken place before any of this betrayal of by Ares with Zeus. So
that's good. I mean, it still works with the first Wonder Woman movie. So that's still consistent. That's awesome.
What Akbar says here is probably pretty on spot. He says this scene is directly connected to the temple. I'm sure after she sees the arrow, she walks in and then she lights up a fucking
right. I think there might be something written on the
on the arrow. He said
on the arrow, and it's sort of kind of leads her to whatever that is.
Those are windows with light streaming in. I don't know how people would think it was the Batcave. Underground.
I like how he claps down on people for.
Oh yeah, I mean, and I love how this is not Supergirl. Because for the longest time you're like, oh, that's a hologram of Supergirl. I was like, no,
I don't think
it's Superman.
Yeah,
you can clearly see, and this shot right here is just sort of
Wayne Aerospace
does it for you. That's it.
Yeah.
The sort of,
and it's a hologram coming from Cyborg's temple
because it's too big to build in the
Batcave. Temple, his little eye.
And so the transport that he developed there was
yes, it is. I mean, he and Fabian really know how to frame these shots. They just
in you
The
can
middle
see
third
there's
is
I think there's a number of them
is,
sort of in
sort of
various
a-
states of construction with
not an afterthought for
sort
these
of
guys.
Wayne Aerospace hangar.
See, since Ryan Troy
is,
exists, I would
So it's a pretty-
rather Ray Palmer to exist
pretty,
as well as his mentor, like the New 52. I mean,
looking here,
he could exist, but I don't know if he'd be in the movie. I mean, I wouldn't want this movie to be like just a cluster of just
and
cameos and all these
Yeah.
other things or whatever. Because I mean, I don't want it to feel like it's too crammed.
Out of
you know,
his,
with
there's
stuff.
A question here.
You
Is
know.
the cyborg projectile?
I don't mind Easter eggs. I don't mind
is
little
the-
nods and things like that.
Cyborg
But,
projectile Superman. And
I'm not really interested in just
hologram projection
seeing
coming from.
so many different things or whatever.
But
Let's see.
let's see what else we got here. It's an interesting, and then we have. You can see this is Ben, and this is more another scene in the Wayne Aerospace hangar.
Let's see.
And Ben, or AKA Batman, contemplating the rebirth of Superman, and that, what is to be done.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I still
This is a miniature. Not much happens in this one. Let me fast
At the
forward.
airport,
Yeah.
All he talks about is like they made it small and they had little baby baskets.
Yeah.
This one here, his son helped
Eli
helped
was
Ray,
a quarterback, and so he
Throw-
helped Ray with his some of his skills,
and that was cool.
skill training there, and Ray did a really great job.
And he's
He really
wearing the jersey.
passed
Yes.
he in the football recruiting world. He looked really good, and
And this is awesome. And I think this is a flashback.
football scene. And
Mhm.
Or it's
This was all,
I don't want to say this is a nightmare
snow that
sequence,
we
but I
shot
mean
in the day.
it's definitely
artificial
something
snow
where
pumpkin,
I don't know if
crowd,
this is directly
built
connected
those
to the
bleachers
next
and
shot. I think it's the
on
next shot where
stage,
the kids are in the
and,
street.
in
It probably is, which would be fire.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
All of this look.
And sort of like he's seeing the kids, and that maybe takes him to
from the
this
English football.
sort of scenario where his dad
Yeah.
wasn't there at the game, and
Yep.
and sort of shows you the disconnect.
And
His,
of
his
course,
dad was always about
there's a
work and
question,
not
where
about
was
him.
Silas?
And I've always loved that aspect of Cyborg's character anyway, is just that it also, whenever you get to see, like even in the comics or in Justice League War, like anything where he's playing football is I love it because you get to see like that the empty seat is prevalent. You know what I'm saying? Like there's always that empty seat for Silas in the stands whenever he's playing football. So yeah, I've always loved that. And I'm glad that we're finally going to get to see that.
Right.
This next little bit is, we
Yeah,
see
football.
some kids playing football near
He
Vic's
doesn't say
house,
too much about this.
in Gotham.
And he's
It's,
talking about.
Gotham City.
I like that shot.
Yes.
It's sort of like you can't go outside.
Sweatsuit. His
No,
football.
he can't.
You can't go play.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me jump
I don't
ahead.
wanna give
Obviously,
too
this
much
is
more
fire.
about it,
Yeah.
it's just, it's the same door he came out of in
Man of Steel.
Man of Steel.
I like that. So it's the scout ship that's crashed in the middle of fucking Metropolis.
Yeah.
Now everybody was like, "Hey, is this what's her name?
Sorry, it's not-
Oh, Wonder Girl. No,
No, not Wonder
Not
Girl.
Wonder-
The other
who?
one. Diana. No, not Diana. What was her
Oh
name?
shit.
Here's
Somebody
Wonder
put
She's
chat,
in
put-
Titans.
Yeah. Troy.
Donna
Troy.
Troy. Right.
Donna Troy. Yeah.
I don't think this is Donna
Where
Troy.
she's-
No.
But it'd be cool. But I don't think. I think this is just
So,
some rando girl.
What's always interesting about this shot here? First of all, it's probably the best shot of Wonder Woman out of all the movies. That smile she gives to the little girl is fire. Look behind her though. That's just
Of course.
that just is 10 times better than what we got in the other movie.
yeah.
Instead of
definitely.
throwing a bomb through the roof and it did whatever happens, I don't know if that's going to happen here, but I hope not. But that one looks
I don't
like
think so.
she and blew the wall out behind her because it's obviously something happened back there.
But
Yeah.
just how many?
Well,
many
if you remember
Kryptonian
from the
people
trailer,
are other than
the
Kal-El?
building actually exploded.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
The easy answer is
that's
only
definitely
Kal-El.
aftermath from that.
But
So she somehow protected
there's always,
these kids
You know,
from the
it's a
block.
kind of open-ended. I don't know a lot of people, if you study Man of Steel and
as flashbacks,
even in this film, there's reference to the open
because at the end of BS and the
which
beginning
is,
of this one,
when they
he's
walk by
already
it,
he's already cyborg,
on the scout
but
ship.
he's kind of like, I don't want to say reminiscing, but just sort of
When they're
like,
bringing
we're sort of
someone's body
introduced to his
into,
whole story.
Bring it back to life.
She is Wonder
There's
Girl,
a
but there's
sequence where
another
they go,
girl that's
they kind of walk into that
Cassandra
same
or
hallway
Cassie,
that Kal-El walked
and
through.
she's Wonder Girl, but Donna Troy is just Donna Troy. But yeah,
when he
originally,
first
she was
came
a
into the
Wonder
scout
Girl.
ship. And there's a moment where he kind of wipes
Sandy or
the,
Cassie, I can't remember her name.
dust off of one of the
Little blonde girl.
crushes and sees the sort of shriveled Kryptonian inside. Now, next to that crush, there's an open crush.
Yeah, I like that too. I like that he lives in Gotham. That's awesome to me. That there's more characters out there that or more heroes that live in the same city. That's pretty neat.
And there's the amazing Gal Gadot, who one could not want a better.
Well, that's awesome because Henry doesn't really post a lot of these kind of things. Like I don't think he ever released the Snyder Cut.
He didn't. He just
so for
up
him
on
to
that
do
stream.
Us United is pretty big. What would be bigger is this guy right here, Ezra. If he posted anything,
if he got any kind of social media,
yeah, no. If he got social media, then
embodiment of Wonder Woman. And, I couldn't be.
It's like, whoa, he just signed up for an account.
Be luckier than
Cassie
to play
yes.
Wonder Woman. I remember when I, brought Gal in, and when we did our first casting with her, and when her from the I was like, okay, that's her.
Character, but where it was one of the positive, yeah. No, even the stuff that he did for the Joss's scenes. I mean, and when we did our watch party the other night, yeah, we're talking about like he did a great job. I mean, he's a professional, and it was he did a great job under all that pressure.
In the
let's see.
Doggy Day
in the theatrical jail, the rescue team made no sense whatsoever. I think there was more to it. Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. And
his first,
I don't know, it was just it felt really weird, disconnected. It was just sort of like, what's Wonder Woman doing? Oh, this is what she's doing. All right, let's get to the story.
Powers and everything like that, and we get a glimpse into. Now, one of the things that I've done in the film, I just never, I didn't like, and I don't like Barry being able to move
I agree.
people.
I agree with Zach on this.
I know
as far
a lot
as
of people love that aspect of it. I just don't, and it's fine. And
I think it's interesting how he sort of tries to attack it. I think that
it goes against physics to be able to have if you grab someone and you could say they're protected by the speed force, but
and I'm curious as to how he sort of
if you grab
slows
someone at the speed he's moving.
The girl, I forget her name, slows her down in midair.
Iris West.
Iris West.
Yeah.
Does he not touch her?
Peel the flesh.
Does he like go and like
inside of
bring a lot of cushions for her to land on? To help her with the impact so it doesn't hurt her.
I'm sure it's gonna be if he's gonna explain this like he's doing now.
No, it's fine.
Hey, if he's explaining this the way he is now, there's no way you see the movie and it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The way he's explaining it in such detail, there's gonna be an explanation.
I like what he was saying about the shoes.
In the
how in his thing they just kind of explode.
I said that when we when the trailer first came out, I was like, I bet he burst out of his shoes or they burned off his feet or something because he's barefoot. And I'm like, there's no way he's walking the streets barefoot. Like,
well, I would think that he'd be so fast that he would phase out of his clothes altogether.
Do this because
he would just be naked.
He saw this girl.
But I think they'd have to change the rating.
He's moved.
Maybe. I mean, they had butt fleck.
Mm-hmm.
They had his butt, so they could probably do that.
I remember that.
Kind of fun. It was kind of fun to play with.
Shit! I seen on Twitter where somebody put Steppenwolf since he talks about Steppenwolf being with taking the armor off. They put naked Steppenwolf in that shower. I was like, yo.
But these are physics in movies for fictional characters. So you sort of have to make up physics for something that doesn't truly exist. and wouldn't actually be a thing.
Let's see.
Because I mean, what happens to all the molecules around him as he's moving? Do they catch fire? I mean, there's just so many things that
that's a big piece
that you just kind of have to like. Again, it's a freaking movie. You just have to turn off your brain.
Yeah.
It's the bat butt.
Piece of, still out there to be told.
The way Quicksilver operates in the X-Men
No,
because
because he put his hand behind Magneto's head, so that's why he didn't.
Yeah. They tried. I mean, it's all fake anyway. But I mean, they tried to suspend that disbelief,
From creepy soul.
But yeah, no. I like the different iterations and people trying to make sense of it, but it just wouldn't work. That's why it could never be a real thing.
He's trying to get a job in this forensics lab, and he wants to help.
But see, okay, so she landed on nothing. So there was there's nothing there but concrete. So he had to have
happening with Barry,
stopped her somehow.
A lot of seeds planted.
Her momentum.
That I'm excited to see.
So I don't know. I don't mind. I mean, I don't care. He's gonna save her. Big deal.
Matt, talking about two of my favorite bedrooms.
I sent Matt the link as well, and glad to see he's on Periscope. We are broadcasting Periscope, Twitch, and YouTube.
See her a ton in the movie, but it was fun to have this moment.
She's like, nothing happened. I feel great.
No, she's like, hey. You just turned on the faucets right there.
So he is at. I'm assuming this is his grave and his mother's grave.
Well, no, listen to what he says. Zach says something about him. Listen,
graveyard digging. But I'm gonna leave this shot. I'm gonna let you guys. I just say we shot it on stage in England. This is the. Sorry, I keep having a hard time with my little cursor here.
I'm surprised he didn't have a. To go through the
well,
scene.
He's using the. I think he's using Vero. No, he's using QuickTime.
I'm watching.
Oh yes,
QuickTime. I didn't think they still use QuickTime. That's so archaic.
Yeah. Zach's old.
And on the gargoyle, this shot, I always wanted to do this amazing.
Granny Goodness would be awesome to see.
He getting beat up by Gal Gadot. Yeah, it'd be fun.
Kiersey
classic
Clemens.
Batman gargoyle.
Oh, they're about to interview Karen. Okay.
And
okay. Yeah, hey, bring her on, man. We're talking about.
He built me this crazy.
We just passed her scene actually.
Skeleton gargoyle with its placard and stuff, and
it's so funny that he says like he has like a miniature of this, and it's in his house somewhere. I'm like, dude, how big is your house, and how much stuff do you have in there? Does it look like our background?
It's pretty big.
Yeah, for real.
It's pretty amazing.
It's probably like our backgrounds times 2.
Yeah.
I thought it's a really cool.
No, I love that. That should be a poster.
Yes.
They should make that as a poster.
At T Public, you'll find
What
gifts
the hell?
for literally anyone. Your copy of
That was not fire.
No, it wasn't at all.
If we're gonna do any commercials,
There better be.
it better be for for stuff. Like grab your shirts
Lois
while you
and
can,
Martha,
folks. While
shot
supplies.
this again. We
last.
rebuilt this. Set. This was a set we built for BBS, and we built it again, and in England. Built this the apartment again.
And that's
built it in Detroit.
That's awesome.
Built it in England.
How much money did they save by building that versus
amazing
just
actresses,
flying these two and like a lighting and camera crew, to
To
just
the
shoot.
original?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Moving on.
But I mean, it's also because what they do is
how
they
to
go
live
and they
in the
photograph all
without,
their sets, and they
so
for continuity purposes. So that if they ever need a location, if they ever need something, again, they can either recreate it physically or virtually, and have everything in the shot that's required to keep cohesion.
All the sort of water that's gone under the bridge. This scene in particular, really strikes me as beautiful, and Amy, is really
And I like the fact that he did not mention John Jones not one time when he talked about this scene.
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah.
Let me be surprised.
Well, I mean, there's this scene here where they're at the apartment, but then there's the other scene where they're at her job.
No, that one's the other one is at the Kent kitchen or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The one that is I think that is the one where he transforms into Martian Manhunter after Lois leaves. I think that's at the Kent farm. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
the office. There was no office in Zack Snyder's.
No office.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, because when somebody posted on Vero, somebody just reposted it earlier on Twitter. They said, and Zach was like, "What's a thirst? What thirsty? What are you talking about?"
No. That okay. Because I mean, with Zach's version, it could have been like a different,
conversation,
like a football game going on the TV, because that was just a TV.
Yeah.
With the old lady talking about probing and all that stupid crap, and
ridiculous.
And then the thirsty thing would never happen because that was ridiculous.
Yeah.
This is Valko.
What's up, Brian?
About,
he's the master of none now.
Time.
Morning.
Oh.
He's the. Smash that like button, guys, and leave a like. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I like how he went into the waterfall or the outside of the bubble, just like what's up.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I'd love to do that in real life. Just kind of that's how I exit.
Oh yes, it was posted by James. Yes, that's right. He said that, and then Zach was like, "What does that mean? What is thirsty? What thirsty thing?" Yeah, he said what.
That is so.
Earlier in the movie,
in a quote unquote kids movie, you put something.
She's worried about
like that in there, like kiss my.
She's kind of one of the guardians over at the readout. The readout. I think that's what we call it.
Jim
that's
Morrison,
the old ancient Atlantis.
So at least he didn't duck
before
out
the
like
Atlantis descended under the waves. It was an above, and this area.
The more I go back,
he did,
and MLS as see Harry Linux, the more his unwillingness to go public about the bullet,
Atlantis still.
So very cool stuff, man. I really, he's a great actor.
He did recently comment about that. He said, "What now?" Like somebody said, "Oh, so I'm guessing there's no sirens here drawing in the parademons," and he's like, "There's no what now?" like yo.
And so we see Mira here, and Mother Box is starting to shake for some reason.
Now I'm surprised that like the Mother Boxes aren't like. What do I want to say? Like in a place that isn't used anymore, not really guarded anymore, because it's been centuries and that nothing has ever happened. So it's like after a period of time like that.
Well, he's revealed the anti-life.
That's cool. And that was my thumbnail. But he's like, "Come at me."
Yes, come at me.
But I was like, I mean, for me, wouldn't it be like, it would be forgotten almost, because like,
no, I got you. Yeah.
Naturally, people quit caring about things, and over centuries they really quit caring about things like, oh, that's just a relic, oh, that nothing's ever going to happen, nobody's going to watch that.
Did he say that they're guarding it 24/7 like that?
I'm just going off of like from the impression that I got from just the Justice
from
League.
what he was I
think
how maybe
was that one room, and it's the same room that Steppenwolf arrives in, same thing, it's got the beam tube, all that. But it's like, who was aware that something was going on? Like somebody had to have been like watching it, keeping an eye on it or whatever for centuries. It remains dormant.
If that's the case, I think hopefully he'll try to explain. It's the same thing with it being in Themyscira.
Themyscira, Atlanta.
If what brought attention to it was that it started doing something, and that's why they're there looking at it, then like that's you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So no, it would be I mean a little bit more exposition there, other than they're just like all guarding it. Like
I do like the way he fools you with him doing this, and then it's showing Mira like they're face to face when they're not.
Yeah, true.
I like that because everybody's like, oh shit, and she's like, nah, she's this is her looking at the Mother Box. I'm like, okay, cool. That makes a lot more sense than him like, yo, get at me as he walks into the fucking waterfall.
Oh, you mean like this? It's like you see this.
I'm here to tell you right now. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care.
Oh man, yeah, that's yeah. Steve says, remember the Vikings dug one of the boxes within the earth. How did Star Labs and Silas get that one? Didn't they say something about that? Did they?
Yeah. There has to be something that connects that. You know, like was it Nazis? Did the Nazis found it?
I can't remember what they said about
Damn,
that.
Neeson, yeah, I know, right? I don't remember. Where was that? Was that in BVS?
I know. I think it was in.
Couldn't have been.
It was in Justice League. My bad. But yeah, I think he says that some kind of way they explain how that thing was found. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's no fucking. They have to, and the way the details Zach's going into when he's talking about this, there's no way he doesn't explain how they got that box.
Oh yeah, I mean we're gonna have a 4-hour movie, so exposition is gonna be key.
It takes 4 or 5 seconds to explain that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You can just be like, yo, they found this box. They didn't know what to do with it, so they just.
What's up, Noel? Thanks for joining us. Let's see. Hey, wow, that was scary. It was scary. It was scary like this. I wanted to save this for. Well, that's okay. I'll play it again because I know you guys are. I don't want to freak everybody out.
Oh, there we go. Cyborg's hologram shows Nazis when he's explaining about mother boxes.
Let's see. Okay.
Nazis found in Wonder Woman deleted scene.
Oh wow. Okay. Interesting. Nice. So let me go ahead and continue that.
Equation. He's creating the unity. He's pretty much, this world is in the bag, I think, in his mind.
Yeah.
And he is he's just getting ready to sort of take control of not only this world, but of probably the ultimate weapon in the universe. And he is, but he doesn't realize that he's about to face off against these very determined
against him.
and they're
confirmed.
Pretty tough, and they do offer him quite a surprise. But those are the priests of the mother box back there. Are they kind of, and then that's part of the armada. You can sort of see the motherships up high, and these are all the drops.
Yeah, I mean, this scene, the only difference is Darkseid's in it versus Steppenwolf. So
crazy sci-fi Lord of the Rings world that guy, designing it was really
the Nazi scene. It could have been. I mean, everything was supposed to have some sort of connective tissue.
Details of how we put this together. And you'll see a lot more of it in the movie. Desaad. Oh, geez, Desaad. Desaad is kind of, in the movie, acts as sort of go-between between Steppenwolf and the Darkseid. He's sort of the agent that Steppenwolf sort of interacts with in his conquest of Earth to sort of give him updates, and they kind of interact through this sort of super cool.
That's great because I mean, if you look at it, you look at his eyes, you look at his face, his skin, all that. They all come from the same place, so they all have a very similar design.
Offers us a lot of backstory about.
He just said the hologram
relationship, and then also
he just said they interact through like a cool hologram. So that the other day, he was like that
hologram.
They didn't look like
that would look like a hologram to me.
But Matt explained it though. On one end, it's not going to be a hologram. You know what I mean? On one end, it's going to be the real him, and then the other end, who?
I think it's going to be kind of similar to like the Kryptonian thing. You know how Jor-El was talking to Lara.
Yeah, that was just
it's going to be something similar to that, but their own technology.
In our labs,
so it's going to be like blades. It's going to look like bladed.
A little bit of info about it, but Cyborg is doing like an amazing, or Ray's doing an amazing job of, just reflecting all the pain and all that.
Nope.
I'm hoping
you won't hear that until the
just
movie.
like what we were saying against seeing Doomsday. I hope we don't hear Darkseid.
Yes,
I don't want to hear it until it's in the. I watch the film.
Yeah. This is fine.
That's a great shot, man. Look at that. Look at those buildings.
Newly born Superman, obviously.
Oh man, the one in what's the name? He was just like he got up in air and he was all hunched over. I was like, what the fuck is that?
teeny figure in the sky. I always loved this idea.
Yeah, like the green,
this,
like hologram. Yes, I think there's going to be something
these
something
images
similar to
of
that kind of
Superman
technology
that I've made over the course of these 3 movies, and sort of putting him up in the sky. For us.
Yes, they cross over many
Sky
genres.
Yeah, like a pop culture. Pop culture.
Yeah. Oh, he would be
Nazis
the
invented
one
pop
that gives
culture.
us that information.
Well,
Fun
my way of
fact.
thinking, this differs from Aquaman in some degree, and we always planned this, and then in Aquaman, they chose a slightly different tact, and I'm 100% fine with it.
The
but-
Tesseract too. Hey.
Yeah, no, right? Yeah.
Atlanteans, when they speak English, it's not they can't push water across their vocal cords and make words, so they have sort of a different language.
Interesting.
And that's kind of what you're going to see.
So I think it's going to be like, just kind of like when you try to talk underwater and you're just like,
that's like I said. I think it was. I can't remember when we talked. Probably in the breakdown on Nicotina's show. Watching it,
or it's kind of like Dory, when she's talking to a whale, like, "How are you today?" No, it's gonna be like this. Yeah, this is a conversation right here. That was way worse than Jaws. That's a that right there is that's a sentence. They both communicated.
I think.
What Steppen Neeson was saying is, "I'm going to get you, sucker," and Richard Dreyfuss was like, "No, you're not. You get away from me. I'm going to go back to my boat."
Yeah.
But no, I want to hear. I really want to hear what their dialogue is and how they express, thoughts, emotions, whatever, underwater. Because I mean, if you were to do that with the Aquaman movie,
dude, that's what I was just about to say.
That might have been hard.
First of all, I think once this movie, the Justice League came out, that nobody expected anymore. So they thought, okay, we're done with Zack's take on the Atlantean talk. So we're not going to do it because nobody. When they were making Aquaman, we didn't have no idea we were getting Zack Snyder's Justice League next year. So there's that. So they probably, and then also imagine having to do that every time somebody talked in Aquaman was make a bubble, dude. As if the special effects.
I know, right?
I
understood the ship, like the ship that had the bubble in Atlantis. I was like, okay, cool. It's fun. It makes sense. Whatever. Mm-hmm. But then, I mean, the whole movie, would just be.
It's from Jaws, man. He said, "Which movie scene is that really from?"
Oh yeah, that's Jaws. That's Richard Dreyfuss.
Yeah. Or is he talking about the Steppenwolf? That's in when he's in Atlantis, right?
Yeah,
he's getting that mother box in Atlantis
when they're coming, and like somehow he creeped in or something, and the little guard went over and like peered over, and he just jumped out of nowhere like. I was like, really? That's what you're gonna do? That doesn't. It was out of character. It was just silly.
Nah, when Aquaman started going, I don't think so. I think it was already. I mean, maybe pre-production as far as, but yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. When do you think they'll show Darkseid's armor? Look, not young Darkseid, but actual not Uxas, but Dark when he becomes Darkseid.
You're probably not going to see that.
You're probably not going to see that in this film because it's mainly flashbacks.
As a matter of fact, like
or history.
I think the only time you see Darkseid, period, is in this history lesson, and that's it. There is no.
You might see him in the background with Desaad. Desaad is like he's sitting on his throne, and Desaad is talking to Steppenwolf, and you just kind of like see him in the shadow or something.
Yeah.
That might be all we get. I don't know. Ray Porter didn't tell us exactly how many. Pages of dialogue he had. We
asked him. He's like, nah.
He wouldn't even give us the amount of pages. Yeah. So, I mean,
it's like one page.
Good on him. Good on him. And it was a valiant effort by me.
Yeah.
But we're gonna talk to him a couple more times, and hopefully, when this thing is released, maybe he could reveal how much dialogue he had. let's see. Let me go back, and we're talking more about
So
that.
that's why the air bubbles.
Said what last night? What?
And
my
Lois
I
sees.
don't know what he's talking
You
about.
said what last night?
I reposted Henry's Instagram post on Twitter, and
Oh, okay.
and Jeffrey said, "Yeah, mind you, I said this last night, and I don't know what he's talking about." You said Henry was going to post something?
Oh, I don't know.
Committing a selfless
So
act.
sleep during Justice League. When I
know,
woke
in
up,
the
I saw
end,
Deathstroke,
he,
and I was so confused.
He,
Well,
has to do
Deathstroke killed
to
Steppenwolf. So, there you have it.
to mark the mother box. So
Wonder Woman 84 going to HBO Max same day as theater. I think it's the best thing that they could do to really. I mean, because I'm going to go watch it at the theater, but I already have HBO Max, so I'm going to watch it. And I do.
But that
wanna
way
see
you
it.
can, that way you can watch it in theater, get that experience, and then come home and watch it as many fucking times as you want. Break it down like we're gonna do probably.
Which Darkseid would you guys want to see? The classic hands behind his back, talking to Mongol Darkseid, or the Darkseid from Justice League War, who barely talks and just acts.
Mix them up.
Yeah, sort of a mix and match.
I love
this is the first time we're seeing him in live action.
Finally, Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah, give me a lot.
And if you know a Darkseid, I understand the one we're seeing at the beginning of the movie in the history lesson.
Sweet. Ben also posted Us United.
Oh shit!
Awesome.
It's about to go down.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know what, dude. They're trying to hit that mark. Remember I told you.
It's the amount of money. What half a million? Or how much was it?
Half a million, and Zach was going to drop something else that night.
Yeah. They want us to hit it. So it's like, please, donate. Get yourself a shirt. All proceeds go to AFSP. And it goes specifically
Batman's trying to
for that. Yeah. So do that. Go to AFSP. Donate directly.
Make their way.
I can't do super chats because I don't have as much or that many subscribers. So I can't do that, but that's what I can do. So that's what they're trying to hit.
Let me just see.
So. Love the Batmobile.
Silas regret creating Cyborg. I don't think he does. In my opinion, I think that he wanted to save his son. On one hand,
the Darkseid shirt
the mother
is also
boxes
available.
Were going to do
That's
what
awesome.
the mother box technology was capable of.
Yes, and it does give a preview of what it.
I don't think we still know what Cyborg's powers are. If you look at what the apocalyptian, what these
they don't put out
world created,
the dates. They don't say, hey, get this by such and such time.
Yeah, I think that one will probably be available for a while, but once they hit a certain goal, then it goes into print, because I don't think it's into print yet.
What is possible?
Yeah, I don't think it's printed yet. They're just taking orders.
Mm-hmm. It's so weird on T-Stream. Somebody orders your shit and they're like, yo, you reached your goal.
Yeah.
And then it goes into print. You're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
There's a goal. Just sell one.
Let's see.
Okay, here's
unfortunately,
the
we're going to
Elida.
say it would only be available for a month. If you do have that money, I don't know how much those shirts are. How much?
No, he's talking about Wonder Woman 84. He said rumors say it'll only be available for a month for free, and then it'll move to. Who cares, dude? You could watch it 20 times.
Yeah. Watch it as much as you can.
Now,
and then
as long as they don't try to pump you for 30. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, dude, you try 30. You done.
Out.
Yeah, done. $30, yo.
Not super.
It'll probably be $10 to $15 though. I mean, who cares? It's gonna be something like that. Maybe even less than 10.
So here is
Nicotine is late to the show. We already knew about that, buddy.
Yeah.
You might want to jump on the show.
This was the original.
You might get news quicker.
Yes.
Or just get on my Twitter. I just posted both of those like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah. Does he follow you? He doesn't follow you?
No, they probably not. Damn.
Make sure you follow Anthony on Twitter at 2279.
ACS, yeah.
ACS. 2279 ACS, and subscribe to his channel.
Yeah. The ACS universe. Shameless plug.
I like how the armor moves, and it's sort of like organic in that, and it protects Darkseid and Steppenwolf. Like he was saying, it catches arrows.
Yeah.
And that's all. I'm sure. I want to see it like catch the arrows and like snap them.
That's probably
snap.
Just like not. he's done this so many times that this is like nothing to him.
He does,
So,
but he kind of goes back on it because again, he needs that.
I just think
he needs our love, man. He needs our love and our support.
The team has done a really
to
good job
get green lit because they're not green lit yet.
He has like
the sequels are not green lit.
And with Jason,
and without
and then the
further
team
ado, we have
really
what's the tally? What's the tally, Nicotina?
Rich did
where we stand at?
Motion capture.
What?
Where are we now with the donations?
I don't know. I haven't checked. It was like 19,000 last time I looked.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot, guys. Continue going.
Yeah, great job, guys. Great job with your chats.
I wish, that'd be so fun to do that, like we did that the other night with Dawson. That was awesome.
So no, I was calling because Ben Affleck a minute ago just tweeted out.
He did?
I did. Yeah, I said in the chat.
What?
I decided to not listen to the chat. Yeah,
dude, we saw it. Somebody put it out there before you did in the chat.
Retweeted it like
yeah, before you said
before you even tweeted or even tried to tell us. Like, are you doing chores?
Yeah. I forgot you guys were live
on your off day.
Well, no, Ryan. He was originally going to go live at 8 this morning my time, yo. I was still asleep. I woke up. I said, "Oh, he changed it. Let me get ready."
I was like, dude, that's like 5 in the morning where I live. I was like, let me get 5 in the morning to stream and watch this whole.
This just in. Episodes of Four Nerds will now be airing at 5 a.m. every.
Yeah, 5 a.m.
It's become the new morning
show. Let's see. So Gal Gadot would probably be the next one to tweet that. Because it's the Trinity. You got Superman, then Batman, then Wonder Woman.
Yeah, it would make sense.
That would make logical sense, but we'll see. We'll see.
Ryan, I think you're wrong, and I'm going to tell you why.
What's he done? Did you see what was he on? Was he on a show last night?
No, he did his own video last night, and apparently he predicted this.
Yeah.
Because I saying winter is coming, even though this is not Game of Thrones. But
yeah, I was like, yo, he said, I know. He's like, and notice I said this last night, and it looks like the Game of Thrones scandal. Oh, the throne.
Sorry, Jeffrey, I missed it.
So apparently they like Steppenwolf, so I got to give him Steppenwolf.
Oh, I love that shit. I love it.
That's going to be a constant thing for me. I just love it. It's so stupid.
Yeah. Oh man.
But yeah. So Steppenwolf looks amazing here. This is one of the first completed shots. And they released this other thing. This other thing on Twitter that it was like just his model, and they did it, but it was without the armor. It looked really cool.
Yeah.
So you guys can check that out. I don't have the animation, but it was really cool. Let's continue.
Create some great moments with him battling.
And I'm almost positive we're going to see this guy in the air cut. Even if it's a snippet, I think we're going to see it. And look, she's not alone.
Do you know what? Of the many things with Justice League that I don't understand why things were changed. This is the most ridiculous. Like, dude, why weren't Cyborg and Aquaman in the shot? I don't get why he took them out of there. It's ridiculous.
So Jason did it? I didn't know Jason did it.
Jason, he already did it though. He did it like on Tuesday, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Is that Steppenwolf's body or is it his armor? The question, and it's armor.
I like this explanation here. It's
There's
really
a sequence
cool.
in the movie where he pulls it down. You sort of see him naked. You really get
naked wolf. Naked wolf.
You got to see them stepping cheeks, man.
Yeah. Them stepping cheeks were clapping.
Yeah. Stepping cheeks. Priceless.
Action we did where a little sequence of
oh man,
his cheeks were clapping, and I'll tell you why.
Blind. Of course, he's not. He's just
his cheeks are clapping, and I'm going to tell you why.
Quite quickly and direction.
I wonder why Steppenwolf's body posture is kind of different from more humanoid Darkseid. He may be older.
About these people to
he may. Darkseid might be a little.
What do you mean body posture? Like was it?
Oh, in that.
Was he slouching?
I don't know. Are you talking about the 3D rendering or this right here?
Or maybe he's talking about just
this is one of the parademons. dash into the Batmobile as
Those are nice.
I don't know.
Bruce tries to make his way.
If Gal is will do it given the announcement of Wonder Woman 84. I think she will. I think that's not asking a lot of her. Plus, she's in this movie anyway.
Coming into
And
direct
she loves
conflict with Steppenwolf, and the impact is you can imagine pretty intense, and they do go at it. But I think what was the inspiration behind Steppenwolf's design? I just felt like I really like. That's what I'm saying is, when you see him in his what you're not seeing is that the armor actually sometimes it lays flat when it moves with him sort of emotionally. Like there's moments when the Themyscirans are shooting him with arrows, and the armor kind of is able to sort of capture those arrows. So the armor is like a living, breathing organism of its own, and so that's why, it's flat and spiky, and it does all those cool things depending on, what situation he's in. So it's really we've done a lot of work on trying to really capture the making that armor, really be a character as well in the the
no, she hasn't said anything,
Batman,
and it is because of her
fighting
movie as
with
well.
parademons. And
But I think because
was able to construct for him,
I think this is the more
special
confident date.
gauntlets.
She might.
And,
I don't know.
of course,
We'll see.
Wonder
I mean,
Woman,
she can say Us United all the way up until May.
They do discuss whose idea this was and what was the inspiration.
What?
Oh yeah, dude. We never talked about that. We
didn't.
Richard slipped up. Yo, we were all like, what? Wait, what?
So this right here, he says he's not going to talk about this. And what exactly is that?
Yo, even Ray, when he said that, Ray was like, "Oh, Richard, hey, like."
Yeah. We were like, wait, what?
Yes, dude, that was so funny.
I was trying so hard to help him out.
Yeah, and he was like, Richard, we're trying to help you out. And he was just like, yeah, hey.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And look, man, as much as people, I haven't heard anybody complain about the fact that Zack didn't want to go into these scenes at all. And I'm happy about that.
Yeah. I don't want to know anything about this.
Yes. And that it could be that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which would be
so what
fire.
I'm thinking is that this is what leads directly into this.
Yes, could
so
be
that is going to lead him into the next film. And that
because if you look at him, even if it's not that, if it's him going back to Warren Ben, there has to be some kind of doing that. He's doing
because he doesn't have the armor.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It have to be some kind of time. What I'm saying is some kind of a lot of time has to pass by before you know what I mean. So so
what he was saying, if you remember,
and his hair,
right? You remember the Snyderverse thing, right? Where he was talking about you have to like run fast and the Earth is spinning around and all that stuff, which doesn't make sense, But again, it doesn't make sense, but it's a cool concept.
Yeah.
If Earth stays in one position, but according to the Milky Way or whatever it goes around,
are you talking about what he said about the
right when the Flash makes a jump, it has to be a jump at the exact same place that the Earth is, at the exact same rotation, at the exact same time, at the exact same pivot, whatever it is, it's got to do that. And he's forming ground underneath him.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hold on one second.
He'll yeah. But I'm glad he didn't say anything about it here.
Yeah. So I think what he's doing, because you see it looks like it's almost at night, but I don't think it's at night. I think he is in space. I think he's not, on Earth when he's doing that. And he's forming ground or something like that underneath him or whatever, so that he can do his jump at 88 miles per hour. What? Okay, I'm gonna have to have him give me the okay. All right, and we're gonna continue with the video.
Of it in the motion picture.
So yeah, that's what I think
Suffice it
that
to
he's
say,
doing
you
there.
can see there, I guess.
Very cool.
Here we are out at the Kent farm.
Believe in grace. I mean, you can. She's been wrong. She's human, but she's also been right. She's gotten 2 interviews from Zack. So I mean, you know, and he has told her stuff. So I mean, it's all good.
A shot that I drew. I think it's I might have
him and Cyborg,
this frame,
Batman
story
on the left.
That I drew this really quite early on.
Yeah.
In the making of the film.
It's a bomb that kills the Justice League in the beginning of the trailer.
This is almost the exact frame. I was worried about this tree over here because
it could be that.
Could be. You know, we had to rebuild
or some Omega beams.
Something. And, something like that. And then he's gone.
It's that insert Nicotina's fail clip.
Planted that corn.
Don't be the fifth nerd.
Oh shit.
Clark kind of.
Do you got
being reborn into the memories of
locked and loaded. Let's see.
And then of course this reunion shot coming, you know, pretty
I don't think so.
Pretty beautiful.
No, I think he said that he's a foe that is strong, like the monster Doomsday.
See this as well.
Both of them, they're sort of on the same power level.
Here's Cyborg sort of discovering and thinking about
this. What live? This? No, this is live. He's asking now.
Yeah, we're live.
Like what is capable?
We're live.
Cyborg capable?
What's up, Cookie Malik?
In a technological world,
glad that you're here.
Yes.
And everybody, if you haven't smashed that like button, please do so.
Smash that thing.
Also follow ACS Universe.
There's an encrypted, like, you know, cybersecurity system.
And please subscribe if you haven't done so.
Just look like nothing to him. You just walk right through it.
Let's see.
And so anything that's
after Wonder Woman chops off Steppenwolf's head, it rolls to the beat of Darkseid. That could still be. That's not going to be the end of the movie, but that could still happen.
Yes.
Grid or platform.
Because that, of course, didn't happen in the Justice League. That was rumored to happen in Zack's version.
That's easy.
But he has that time to, make some changes. So that might be something that he changes.
I hope I get to see that, which is a spoiler, by the way.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, a lot of the stuff he teased out before. Now that it's coming, like a lot of that stuff is straight spoilers.
Well,
man.
He also said on somebody's channel, I think it was either Chris or Dave, that he was going to start being more cryptic.
Yeah.
As it gets closer to release.
But I might be wrong about that. BBS.
I'm back. Yes, I'm back.
Nicotina, he's regressing. He's like
Benjamin Button.
He's telling you to behave. Dad, you behave.
I know, right? Well, I'm not on camera right now.
Yeah, there you go, Jacob Ludy. Stepping cheeks, man. Bat button, stepping cheeks, man.
Clapping cheeks.
I want to see Stepping Cheeks, man. Stepping Cheeks sounds good.
You can see Stepping Cheeks online. They have the rendering, so you can see his butt.
Defenders of Earth fighting with the paradigms and
I hope so.
Actually, the Atlantis King does play a role. In the,
hey, yo, put the Stepping Cheeks fucking comment back up, dude.
The Defenders of Earth.
I'm about to take a picture.
And they have to work together.
Release the Stepping Cheeks cut.
Reflect a alien invasion.
And that's awesome that the
the
Atlanteans are going to play a bigger role and
saving.
Hopefully we'll then Hungarians in there and some Martians. I don't see them play a role.
Yeah, Hungarians for sure, and he hasn't alluded to that really at all since doing all this. But if we see them in there, it's going to be amazing.
Flash, making him
Flash.
See, there he is in the same thing. You see the stars behind him? And then the money shot.
Justice League on the edge of the reactor. in
They're on the edge
Zharnov,
of the reactor, right after they save the Russian family.
Sort of the team as they should
What Russian
and will be.
Yeah.
Kind of, to me, this is like a very quintessential Justice League.
We'll
moment,
never
and it
do that.
I love shooting it. I shot with my Leica of I'm just against green screen.
It's crazy that they animated that face and like they actually said like, yeah, that works. Good job, everybody. Let's put it in the movie.
It was funny that he roared at the
what the dream
at
was.
the Atlantean. Like he didn't roar at any of the
Justice League.
Nah, because you know he wanted them to love him, man. So he's like,
yeah, you will love me, you guys. But like, you know, what if that line is actually in the movie?
You want to think about it that way? I think that's fine. But I think that yeah, he's kind of having to do this sort of cosmic run. So it's
cosmic run.
That's sort of the impression, sure.
Yep. And straight into the Flash movie.
Let's see if there's any more questions here. No. I'm going to just continue here to the next one. And this is...
I like how he
notice,
explained that Cyborg actually is piloting this thing.
This is the...
Because I thought for a while, it was like, what's his name?
You know,
Deathstroke for some reason.
Up to meet them.
Because we see him, debuting his outfit, and it looks like he's on the Flying Fox.
Sort of
yeah, I think that was just Ben Affleck's tease, man.
Yeah, no, I get that, but I mean, because of that, I was like, that's what I thought. I was like, he's in there.
Sort of the entirety of Justice League and their vehicle and what they're capable of and all that. And the sun rising.
Jacob.
And also Cyborg piloting the ship because that's
you will love my stepping shoes.
Yo, let me take a picture of that shit, man. That's so fucking funny, dude.
Yeah, that scene that we did for the third battle.
Well, we could swear on the show.
He knew
yes,
that,
yes, we
just
can.
like he was kind of doing
poo poo pee pee.
Trying to,
that's all you can say. That's what you're limited to is saying poo poo and pee pee.
Yeah, you can say poo poo or pee pee.
He knew
I also accept caca.
Dawson's probably listening to something you do. Screw you guys. That's
that kind of is the idea.
You all will. Love my stepping cheeks.
The upgrades he did to his.
They're very sharp and pointy.
And if you don't,
future battles, I would have him probably go back. And it's the one place.
It looks like he got scared. He saw the Atlantis.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
he was afraid of Richard Dreyfuss.
That scene is like so poorly edited too, because you can see like there's at least one or two shots where you can see a parademon in the background floating in the water. You're just like, dude, really? You couldn't even get rid of all the parademons? That's terrible.
Put in the trailer.
No, exactly the same thing with him connecting with the stupid truck with the family in it. Like, dude, that girl had been gone in the back.
Oh yeah, she would have got whiplash. She would have all tore up. Her face would have went right into the tailgate.
But I feel like it's a cornucopia of fun stuff. So I'm not going to pick a child right now.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, it's sort of 300 mixed with Lord of the Rings.
Talks about
really cool. I mean, really cool. I can't wait to see all these history lessons.
This guy's like,
I can't wait to see Ryan Reynolds.
Well, go watch Six Underground.
Yeah.
There you go.
This is again in the Wayne Aerospace hangar. You can see the windows up there.
Batcave has windows. Bats need to see.
Then Batman. Ben is telling us what we're going to.
Like Ben looks better in this short clipping he did the entire.
Oh yeah.
Sunlight.
I mean, they had to have realized that movie sucked. Like when they put it out, they were like, "Man, this is garbage."
I'm sure they did, but they were like, they did make some money. They did make some money just because people wanted to see the Justice League on the big screen. That's
where
it.
they.
Do you think that Jeff Johns felt good about it? Like, yeah, this is my stamp. We're going Marvel, bright colors. Here we come. I mean, if you look at Wonder Woman 84, that thing is like,
frankly,
radioactive. It's so bright.
Yeah.
Can they work together? And I think that and it's mostly a conflict.
Let's see.
But do you think it's that bright by choice by Patty Jenkins, or do you think the studio said, "Hey, we want to make this movie much more brighter than the first one"? Or do you think she was like, "Yeah, I want more brighter. I want bright red outfit."
Cyborg, I think. Aquaman.
Super Friends.
Oh shit! This is
similar, if you will, to the Mother.
Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
You sound kind of muffled.
And I think that,
like,
frankly,
you're eating your mic or something. But I mean, I can understand you, but yeah, it kind of sounds really muffled.
My AirPods, man. This thing like trips out when I use AirPods.
Maybe the team is justified in their.
Ryan Reynolds, yes, he's in the Flying Fox.
It just is what it is. Us United, which is kind of our call sign.
Great take,
right
Steve,
now.
right
Us
there.
United, as a group, and so this is
take that towel off your phone.
Maybe a call right now to, if you can, and if you think of it, to join the link and go give a little bit to AFSP.
Yeah, so they're still doing that. They need to get to their goal.
Yeah.
So
50,000 and we
here. They need to get to their goal, and he's going to release something. That's why there's this big push.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and close this out.
I wonder if he thought that he was going to hit that on day one, and we didn't come close. I feel bad.
Yeah, like he's so close. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right, so check this out. Batman jumping on a parademon. Give me that gun, bitch.
But we saw that in Justice League.
So great when he jumps on the parademon. Just.
But we've seen this already, though.
Huh?
We've seen this already.
It looks better in black and white. I'm taking him out. You're leaving the stream.
All right, whatever. I'll be back anyway. I gotta.
Oh, okay. All right, man.
I gotta raise my kids. Oh, Joe Manganiello posted.
Oh.
Pull it up really quick. Pull it up. Pull it up.
Pull what up?
Joe Manganiello's post. AK's got it.
Let's see. Joe Manganiello.
I think you're wrong, and I'm going to tell you why.
All right, let's see. What do you say? This? No. 3 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So look at that mohawk that was.
That's reshoots, dude.
Yeah.
That's reshoots. That's additional photography.
Hold the fuck up, dog.
That's not. Hey,
let me see it super clear real quick, because that's so
that's Nightmare Future right there, because he just had that haircut.
Bam! Look at that.
Dude,
Yeah. That's his mohawk, and that looks dope.
Yo, look what he says too. Heroes and villains can put their differences aside for an important cause. And he ain't just talking about AFSP. He's talking about let's fight these dark sides at the end of the movie. Dude,
yeah.
Let's fight these dark sides.
That's awesome right there. Look at that.
Plural.
Jeez.
I love it, man. I love it.
Dude, it looks so fucking fire.
Yeah, so let's see what the chat thinks about this. Let's go, says Steve. And no, we haven't seen Batman jump on the demon. I want Will Smith back as Deadshot. Let's see. We got a trend. Yeah, you gotta trend it, man. Us United. Hashtag Us United. That's what's up. Kevin O'Darg here says, I'm freaking sick, as Dawson would say. Master of None, what's up, DC? He does have a mohawk. I mean, that's that's the look. You know, I mean, that's freaking awesome. And he looks hella pissed. He looks so different from the way that he looked in Justice League, as far as like, I mean, yeah, he's a little bit older, but that's not why he was like, I mean, that mohawk right there and that scowl. Oh man, that's
the lighting too. The lighting looks so much better. But it goes to show you that look, he has a different hairstyle than he did in the theatrical cut, which is look at Film Gob. That is sexy.
Yeah, that's hella sexy.
What's up, Gob? But no, but also we know that Jared Leto's haircut or his hair is different as well. He has longer hair. He's going to look different. So it would make sense that Deathstroke would also look different as well, because now we're ahead in time.
We are, yes.
And we know this is from the additional photography because we saw the same look when he was playing that game on that one show, whatever it was. So this is all new footage right here. I mean, just look at it. It looks incredible. And you can see the background, see how the multiple lights are hanging in the background.
And he was given that, you know, somebody took that photo of him.
Oh, he said Zack. No, look, scroll up. Zack took that. He said photo credit to Zack Snyder.
Scroll up. Where?
You just passed it.
You see it right above the picture. It says photo credit.
Oh, my God.
Dude, what are you doing? No, scroll down. Right above the picture.
It's in the writing, in the inscription.
I see it. Yeah. Okay. I'm looking at another screen. I got this one here and that one there, and I'm just like, looking at another screen. Shut up.
Let's get Gob in here to calm him down.
Let's see. Yeah. Let me shoot Gobby a link.
What did Dave say? That he had a new haircut? Yeah.
Hold up.
But yeah, no. So I mean, that's awesome that they're showing a scene from the additional photography. I mean, that's really cool that they did that. Stop yelling at Ryan. El Cappy, I'm sorry. Film Gob, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. What?
I'm sorry, Film Gob. I'm sorry. You're doing
it. He's got a phone call. Well, you got a phone call?
Oh, you mean the name right here? Right here?
Yeah. Your phone's ringing?
Hey, the worst is when poor Fatal was like, Grace Randolph. He's like, fuck Grace Randolph. Like, oh no.
Oh man. Yo, that's awesome though. I love that. That looks great.
Yeah. That looks terrible.
Cool as shit. So yeah, I'm gonna add that back to the stream. That's awesome.
Let's put that back on. There we go.
Yeah. Way better. Way better. Upgrade. Let's see. Jump in.
That's like the girl's boyfriend in Idiocracy. What is the name you're looking for? Upgrade. There are 5 million people with the name Upgrade.
Oh yeah, Idiocracy. That's a great movie. That's a great movie. So yeah, you got Joe Manganiello in here as Deathstroke, Slade Wilson. When Batman tells Alfred, "Look how many."
You see Wade Wilson?
He said Slade, man.
Quit muffling your phone, man.
Yeah, man. Hey,
do I sound that bad again? I switched mics.
No, you.
Hey, Kevin, watch out now. I'll fuck Slade up, man.
Do you think he's referring to Jason Todd turning into Red Hood? I don't know if Jason Todd exists in this universe because Joker killed Dick Grayson, man, not Jason Todd. So I don't know. I don't think Jason is in this universe, and I think Carrie Kelly's in this universe.
I mean, is it possible that he was talking about himself?
It's possible he was talking about Catwoman, because apparently, according to Zack Snyder, they were married. And then they split because she didn't, stay on the good side, or he didn't. He might have been talking about himself. He didn't stay on the good side either.
He didn't either. Yeah,
he went nuts.
Well, so, I think that was inevitable. Even in like the Dark Knight Rises, when he ends up with Catwoman at the end, I was like, dude, she's gonna leave you eventually because she can't, Yeah, she's a burglar. She's a cat burglar.
Check out Ben's post. It will look good. What?
Check out Ben's post.
Let's see. Ben
Joe Manganiello on the bed, looking at a dog.
Ben Affleck.
Affleck.
There it is. Us United.
Right there.
You talking about because
he retweeted.
Yeah, he retweeted and he wrote Us United in the retweet.
And then 28
because you know
minutes
why?
ago, Autumn, okay, so it said support the Autumn Snyder tribute fund here. So he also tweeted that.
Oh yeah, shit, I didn't see that was like 10 minutes ago, I think.
Yeah, he wasn't given permission by any means to show his picture from the reshoots,
and that cost me nothing. What I did just there, I liked it and I retweeted it, and I'll do this one too, and boom, see look, that was done.
You're in.
Did it.
You're in.
$25.
What? It's so easy, guys. Like, retweet. Yeah, I don't even read half the stuff I like and retweet. I just like and retweet it because
James is saying go to Instagram.
Oh, what?
James says go to Instagram.
What's on Instagram?
Another post.
Another post.
It's a new picture. He says.
Lying, dude.
Man, get out of here.
It's in the chat.
Who's Instagram? Ben
Affleck? Yeah. Who's Instagram?
I swear to God, you guys are not reading the chat.
Well, because we're looking at all this other stuff that everybody keeps telling us to look at. Fire, son. Fire.
I'm doing the same damn thing you are.
Pull that shit on Instagram.
Hold up. I'm trying to find it. Hold on.
It's on Instagram.
Yeah,
so he did shoot that shit.
He shot a nightmare scene is what he shot.
Oh
no. It's him shooting at parademons. Like, hold up, see if you can see.
Oh yeah. It's that Us United picture, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Hold on.
So that actually happens then in his shit. Had to. I think we made fun of it. when Ben Affleck got it, when Batfleck got a hold of one of the parademon weapons and started and started firing at him.
Yeah, but I mean, this looks so much better. And plus, he has the goggles on. Yeah, that's badass. You want me to share a screen? Because you seem like you're getting confused.
Yeah, I forgot where my password was.
Here.
I forgot it.
Here, there you go. There you go.
You got it? Okay, here we go.
I got it.
There it is. So yeah, that looks awesome. Let's see.
Fear, they can smell it.
Yeah, that looks awesome, man.
That line at the end was so stupid. You recognize that smell? Fear. I hated that line. Hey, John's probably thought it was dope too. They were like, "Yeah,
we got it, guys."
Yeah, you recognize that smell, Batman? Yeah, it's fear because everyone's scared when they see me, except for when they're in this movie.
Yeah.
In this movie, I'm the fifth wheel.
This might not be additional photography because we had the other shot of the Flash and Cyborg, in a very similar, sort of.
There's a collage on Twitter where it shows all the Us United pictures like this. It has all of them. This one and this was one of them. Okay, AK DM me. Jeez.
What up? Nope.
Who said what happened?
Nothing. Well, it was a waste.
Oh, want to become famous by followers?
I hate that. This is so stupid.
And plus, they're on Twitch too, so you can't block them.
Right.
Unless you go on Twitch. It's like,
I looked at that the other time. The other day that I streamed, and I saw somebody posted something. It was like, "Yeah, hey, come to my thing," and it's like spam or some shit. And I'm like, "Oh, dude, come on, really?" Yeah, no, the armor looks freaking great. He looks great. Batman looks fire.
Yeah.
There you go. Batman looks fire.
Oh, look at Meg. Meg just tweeted that out too.
What?
That Batman looks fire?
No, she said Slade.
Oh yeah, I saw.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. This is great.
This is so awesome.
We're doing a lot of cool stuff today. What a cool thing. Let's see. Yeah, McLovin.
Yeah, because I mean, you guys have a 4 Nerds episode that's gonna be pretty cool today.
Hey, yo, everybody's look. Dave Pena.
Oh yes. Okay, so we got people
Adam.
here. We've got somebody who has been on set of the additional footage. You might know him as Victor Koo.
Yeah, you might know him as Mighty Pegasus.
Mighty Pegasus will be on the 4 Nerds today.
Fire.
Today.
Yes,
so I mean, you might want to tune in.
Yeah, and also not only Mighty Pegasus, we got my homie Why Not
Why Not
with the fire artist
so we got great artists.
Yes,
great artists. And we got Kevin Feige in the chat. What's up, Kevin Feige?
All right. Hey, Kevin Feige's here. Hey, yes, people, this is great and exciting news, but my WandaVision is coming.
That was good. That was good. I like that one.
That was actually very good. I mean, great promoter. He's a great promoter.
Yeah.
We need Kevin Feige to show up more often.
Yeah, we sure do. But again, yeah. So we are at the 2.5 hour mark, and I'd like to thank my special guest Nicotina. Go sub to him on the Nicotina show. My other good friend.
Do it now.
At 2279 ACS. Go find him on the ACS Universe. Yeah. And if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel as well. If you don't mind, Zeeverfett, I do a lot of this stuff as well. We are going to be tonight again with Victor Koo, as well as Why Not stuff actually. So thank you so much, everybody. I'm
check it out, man. It's gonna be good. I'll be tuning in for sure.
Are you laughing at me or with me?
With you.
And
my YouTube channel.
Feige, hold my Deathstroke. Yeah, you know what? Feige does have a Deathstroke. It's a weaker version of it. It's Deadpool. It's not Slade Wilson. It's Wade.
And yes, Brian is right. You guys remember later on tonight, we have a couple more things going on tonight. So after their 4 Nerds episode, we got Lightcast with Taylor Murphy is going to be on later tonight. And then also tune in tonight at midnight Pacific time for the Mandalorian watch party with me and Brian, Master of None. Roger Taylor will be there as well.
Yeah, he's the
master of none now.
Master of none.
He's not going to show up on your screen if you call him.
That's like when you on Monday Night Football when they go, Brian Zeeverfett from the Ohio State University. Yeah, but that means
and right as we were saying that about Wade Wilson, I mean, Kevin Feige just went.
Kevin, get out of the water. Get out of the water.
Yeah.
He's like, what are you doing? Scaring the shit out of you.
So yeah, hey, thanks everybody for coming by and giving us a watch and a listen, whether you're at home or at work. And like I said, tune in tonight. We will be on this same channel, my channel, broadcasting 4 Nerds, and we'll see you next time.
See you later.
Not yet. Okay, so anyway, so what did you think about this Slade Wilson picture? Now that we can talk about it.
Yeah, niggas.
He's like, wait, no, let me back in the stream. You can get back on the stream at midnight.
Yeah, for the Mandalorian watch party.
Right? Oh, I know. Yeah. He's sort of cornered the market.
Yeah,
again,
he did. If
you guys haven't joined the Patreon, I have a couple tiers that are available. It helps out greatly. Also, you can also support the channel by grabbing a shirt at either my TeePublic or Teespring stores. And look at this guy. Boom! Hey! Look at that. Wearing the Cyborg Superman shirt. And also wearing the I Stand with Ray Fisher shirt that you can find on my TeePublic and stores.
Green Lantern.
Green Lantern. That's how Fatal Chase says it. All right. Well, we'll see you guys later on tonight on the 4 Nerds. Thanks for coming.